Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why do people buy from Schottenkirk Ford Indianola? We understand you have choices. We're willing to re-earn your business every time you visit us. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola, SchottenkirkFord.com. We create an exceptional customer experience. One customer at a time, every time. We never compromise. Trust, integrity, honesty, hard work. Let us show you why people drive to Indianola to buy Fords. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola, SchottenkirkFord.com.
At MidAmerican Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Welcome to the Dowling Catholic High School gym alongside Steve DeVinny, Mark Amadale, as we get set for high school girls basketball, and we've got a top 15 matchup here in game one. Newly number one, Southeast Polk taking on 13th ranked Dowling Catholic in game one. And with all the action, you're listening to us on Iowa Catholic Radio and webcasting at CISN.TV. Alongside my broadcast partner for game one, Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadale. And how's the Grandview Hall of Famer and Marshalltown Hall of Famer doing today, Mr. DeVinny?
Just fine, Mark. Dowling Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But, no, it should be another good one tonight. The Maroons haven't been tested the first three games. Relatively easy wins, but facing number one tonight will be a far different story, I'm afraid.
Yeah, and this is a Southeast Polk team that has only played one game, and it's been part of that stop-start, and here we are with the COVID environment. Stop and he started. Southeast Polk started practices early November for on the girls' side, and then had a stop right after their first game, right during the Thanksgiving break. They played on that Tuesday and defeated Mason City 74-47. Won one game and had a shutdown for a few weeks, and then restarted here within the last week to 10 days, and had a chance to talk to head coach Tracy Daly, and it's been one of those seasons. They haven't had a chance to scrimmage anybody. They practice against themselves, and you know how that gets, Steve. And here they are playing their second game. For Dowling, the Maroons have been blessed. They've played three preliminary games, so to speak, non-division games. But tonight it's a Central Conference opener for both teams. There'll be a home and home. Dowling will play at Southeast Polk about a month from today, back at the last Friday in January, from what I saw. So this is part of a home and home this year.
Yeah, no, you said last time we were on the air that there's been a change in the format of who the teams are that are grouped together this year, and Dowling and Southeast Polk are in a very, very difficult division, so looking forward to a good contest tonight.
Absolutely, and for Southeast Polk, they have not the leading scorer back from last year, their leading scorer back, but she was also led all juniors in the state, and that's Grace Larkins. She's going to the University of South Dakota to play at the next level, 5'11" senior. She's our leading scorer and rebounder, and had a couple block shots in the first game, averaging 21 points. She is a talent, but she has help. Brooke Woodard, a gal who will start in the post, 6-foot junior, and another gal, Brooklyn Daly, the coach's daughter, averaged 11 points. And they come off the bench with Stella Carlson, who had double figures. So they have scorers out there. They're not just blessed with one, but they have several that can shoot the ball when you decide to double down.
Yeah, no, Grace Larkins has been a contributor now. This is her fourth year, and one of the finer players in the league for the last three. So it's amazing how quickly it goes with these kids, and now she's a senior, and she'll make her mark next year for University of South Dakota. But, very, very talented player. Maroons will really have their hands full tonight trying to contain her.
No question about it. And Southeast Polk last year finishing with a record of 19-5. They got beat in the first round by the eventual state champion, the Johnston Dragons. And Johnston beat Southeast Polk during the regular season last year. They only met once in the regular season, of course, once in the postseason. But the Rams playing their second game of the year, and they come in with a 1-0 record. And as we mentioned, newly crowned number 1 in Class 5A yesterday by the Iowa High School Girls Union. We'll get to the rankings here in a moment during our pregame. And for Dowling Catholic, the Maroons are 3-0. They're ranked 13th. They've kind of stayed at number 13 with the loss last year of Caitlin Clark. They've kind of regrouped, kind of finding themselves, playing a lot of kids, Steve, as you see. And one reason, because they can guard the whole 85 feet here tonight on the high school court. They can guard that whole court, and that's one of the positives for Dowling as a defense.
Yeah, no, this year they have a slightly different look. Last year you had Caitlin and those 3 other seniors that we've talked about before who contributed at a high level also. But this year it's more of perhaps a more balanced team. Very, very good quickness in the guard court. They're not quite as tall as they were a year ago, but so far the first 3 games that we've witnessed, they've played at a high level, and they're going to force tempo tonight. On the other side of that, having watched Southeast Polk play the last few years ourselves also, they don't mind that tempo. I mean, they like to get out and go too. So it should be a up and down game with a good pace to it, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dowling gets Lexi Bowles back. She didn't play the other night against Marshalltown. Lexi sat out. She had some tenderness in her foot, and just a good game to rest. She could have won if needed be, but she'll be playing tonight. She'll be the starting lineup. And getting the start against Marshalltown was Julia Moore. She'll come off the bench, bring that instant offense, and otherwise Dowling back to full strength. And as we heard from Coach Meyer last Tuesday night when she spoke to us at halftime of the boys' game, she's looking forward to the challenge, not knowing that Southeast Polk will be the number 1 team and that Dr. Tony Pappas and West Waterloo losing on Tuesday night. She didn't know that, but hey, that's why you play. And tonight's game is not only on radio, but it's also on CISN.TVs for basically the whole state to watch. It should be great.
Yeah, the thing about tonight's game is it's early enough in the year that regardless of how the outcome is, both teams can learn from it. There's a lot of basketball left to be played, so it's not like it's March and they're playing for the state championship. It's just kind of a game to see where you are and how you stack up, and there will be lots of adjustments made by both of these teams before we get to postseason.
No question about it. And postseason seems just so far away, but yet it's right around the corner, Steve, because that's what they're doing. They're playing for their postseason slot, whether it be a seed or a home court advantage, something like that. So these are all important. And we want to thank our folks from CISN.TV, Pete Tarpey, and his producer, Randy Nielsen, will be coordinating the game tonight with them. So stay tuned. Our producer is Jeff Pickett on Iowa Catholic Radio. I want to thank our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, Kemen, and Mercy One for being along tonight and all season long here on Iowa Catholic Radio. We'll take a break. On the pregame show, alongside Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Hamadale from the Dowling Gym tonight at Southeast Polk and the Dowling Maroons. And we'll have the girls' game, the girls' starters, coming up in 1 minute here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Winds know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym for game number 1 of our girls and boys basketball doubleheader tonight. It's Dowling hosting the Southeast Polk Rams. In the girls game, it's number 1 Southeast Polk. They were newly anointed yesterday as number 1 ranked team in Class 5A, taking on 13th ranked Dowling. And alongside Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadale, as we're joined in simulcast tonight on the TV side with CISN.TV. And Steve, this is a matchup we're looking for. And before we get too deep into tonight and get to our starting lineups, let's take a look at our rankings that came out yesterday by the Girls Union. As you noticed, Southeast Polk is the new number 1 ranked team, and they are followed by Johnson at number 2. They're still looking to play their first game, as is Waukee at number 3. Still not have played yet. Hopefully that'll change by January. The 4th ranked team is Iowa City West. Number 5 is Cedar Falls. So Southeast Polk, Johnson, Waukee, Iowa City West, Cedar Falls, the top 5. 6 through 10 is Waterloo West, Ankeny Centennial, Iowa City, City High, Davenport North, and Des Moines Roosevelt, who is also yet to play a game. 11 through 15 has Ames, Cedar Rapids, Washington, Dowling Catholic, West Des Moines Valley at 14, and the Indianola Indians at number 15. So there's your rankings, for better, for worse, but for now, Steve DeVinny.
It's early, like you said. Some of these teams haven't even played yet, but a lot of good basketball to be played. We talk about this every year when we come watch the CIML girls, but the depth and the parity is so much better than it was, even 5-10 years ago. And so many good teams, so many nights that you have to be ready to go, and including this one tonight for the Maroons.
Absolutely. This is Dowling's final girls and boys basketball game of the 2020 portion of the season. They'll be on their 2-week Christmas and New Year's break. Our next broadcast will be their next game, and that'll be on Monday, January 4th. And that is a change because it was scheduled for January 5th, a Tuesday night, which is when the CIML normally plays their conference games. That has been moved to Monday, January 24th, 2021. Dowling will host the Waukee Warriors, and we believe they will be at least hybrid or in school in person, so they'll be eligible to play. You have to do that here in the state of Iowa. You've got to be hybrid learning or in-person learning to be able to be eligible for practice and playing, and we think the Waukee Warriors will be, Steve. And always looking forward to that. That'll be the number 1 team in the boys' side, Waukee, and Coach Guess and the Waukee girls they're ranked number 3, and always good to see Coach Guess when he comes, whether it's home over there or over here.
You guys have a good relationship, and you have had over the years. And sometimes on air, you even have a chance to tease him a little bit. But
well, he listens more than you think. He'll probably be listening tonight, watching this game, because Waukee right now is not in. I don't think they're practicing right now. If they are, they're not playing. So tonight. Let's take a look at tonight's games in the CIML. Not a whole lot of them because a lot of the schools are not in session. Southeast Polk at Dowling, obviously here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. We'll have the starters here in one moment. Ankeny Centennial on the road at Marshalltown. That'll be a 6:15 start. This is our early start here at 5. But these are all 6:15 and 7:45 girl-boy doubleheaders. Ankeny Centennial at Marshalltown, Ames at Mason City, and Fort Dodge at Ankeny. And for you Southeast Polk fans that are listening, they'll be in action. The girls will be tomorrow. Number 1 out of Class 5A taking on number 2 out of Class 4A. Southeast Polk at Gilbert tomorrow afternoon. And it's a JV1, JV2, and then the varsity game at 1:30 at Gilbert High School. So the Rams, after having 3.5 weeks off, are playing back-to-back nights.
Yep. And these kids are young, and they're eager, and they're ready, and there's nothing more than you'd like to do than play. It's certainly better than practice.
Yes, it is. Hearing a coach like you out there in practice and yelling at him and trying to help him get better. I want to do it this way.
Use that word loosely when you refer to me.
The Hall of Famer Steve DeVinny with me tonight at Marshalltown and here at Grandview University. And let's take a look at the starters as they're going to introduce them on the court. Denny O'Grady will take care of that. For Southeast Polk, the head coach is Tracy Daly. Tracy in her 9th year, 149 wins and 46 losses, assisted by Emily Zalik, Chuck Engel, Joel Van Coten, and James Reth. And the Rams will start this lineup at one guard, J.C. Elliott, a 5'6 senior, and she'll wear number 4. The other guard is Grace Larkins, the young lady who committed to the University of South Dakota next year, a 5'11 senior, averaging 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And she will wear number 10. At one forward is Brooklyn Daly, the coach's daughter, 6-foot sophomore, averaging 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She'll wear number 22. And the other forward will be Riley Cruzy, a 5'10 senior, averaging 9 points, 5 rebounds, and assists, and has 2 block shots. Cruzy wearing number 40. And at center, Brooke Woodward a 6-foot junior, averaging 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, showwear number 42. So J.C. Elliott, Grace Larkins, Brooklyn Daly, Riley Carusi, and Brooke Woodard are your 5 starters for Southeast Polk. We'll see Stella Charleston and Eva Solseth off the bench, along with Cadence Williams for the Rams tonight, as they bring a 1-0 record. Their lone win was back on November 24th over Mesa City, 74-47. Now for Dowling Catholic, the head coach is Kristen Meyer in her 5th year at Dowling. 80 wins, 19 losses, an 81% winning percentage, assisted by Joel Danner, Scott Babinette, and Audrey Favor. Maroons will start 3 guards: Ella McVeigh, a 5'7 senior. She'll wear number 1. Margaret Tavares will wear number 3, a 5'6 senior. And Maddie Wishman, a 5'7 senior, will wear number 5. Those are the 3 guards. Emma Gipple is a 5'10 junior, guard forward. She'll wear number 23. And at center for Dowling, Lexi Bowles, a 6'2 senior. The Maroons with wins this year over Mason City and Marshalltown and Fort Dodge. We'll take a break here on Iowa Catholic Radio, and we'll come back with our tip-off between Dowling and Southeast Polk coming up on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
And welcome back to the Dowling Catholic High School Gymnasium here in West Des Moines as we get set for the CIML Central Conference opener. It's Dowling hosting Southeast Polk. And alongside Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadeo. As we get set for the contest, Dowling will be wearing their home white uniforms, maroon trim and numbers. They'll be going right to left on your screen and right in front of us, too, on the radio dial, as they'll be heading to the South Basket. And the Southeast Polk Rams in their road black uniforms with gold numbers and trim, and they'll be going left to right towards the South Basket. That'd be your side, Mr. DeVinny.
Oh, yeah.
South baseline there. To the north baseline there, I'm sorry. As we get set, Steve-O, any final comments? I know this is a game that we're going to see twice this year during the regular season. Dowling and Southeast Polk, both in the same division of the CIML, well, along with Southeast Polk, Dowling, Urbandale, Johnson, Waukee, and Valley. They'll each play each other twice during the regular season, and that'll be for volleyball, as it was this past fall for volleyball, baseball, softball, and maybe a few other sports. But looking forward to that, the new rivalry for 2 years.
Yeah, no, both teams very, very good coaches. Should be a fun game to watch tonight.
Lexi Bowles tipping it up against Brooke Woodard, and it goes out of bounds. They say it went off of Southeast Polk. So it'll be Dowling basketball, as the Maroons will put it in play right in front of the Southeast Polk bench, and that's Tracy Daly standing right up there in front of your screen. Pete Tarpey on the camera tonight for CISN.TV.
Isn't Pete a Hall of Famer as well?
He will be.
Yeah.
We'll make him one. There's Dowling with the ball coming off the dribble. This is Gipple, and she travels with the basketball. Great help defense that time by Southeast Polk, and the coach's daughter, Brooklyn Daly.
Yeah, she did slide over and help, and it was a good play by her not to commit the foul. She kept what do they say, the principle of verticality, Mark.
Yes, as she drug her foot. So Southeast Polk with the basketball. They go left to right, top of the key for three. That's Larkins, and it's no good. Rebound, Ella McVeigh.
Nice box out there by Ella.
Saw that. One and done are both teams. Here's Dowling with the ball. Lob underneath the Bulls. Her shot with the right hand, no good. And a rebound cleared out of there by the Rams and Grace Larkins. Southeast Polk in transition. This is Cruzy with it. Riley gets it off to Larkins. Gets it over in the corner. A head fake by Elliott. Won't shoot it. Now they get on the baseline to Larkins. Her shot off the glass too strong. Rebound weak side to Dowling and Emma Gipple.
And maybe a little bit of nerves here. The Polk girls haven't played for a while. They're excited.
Dowling running the court very well. And a shot by Bowles, no good. Misses her putback. And the rebound, Cruzy, and the Rams have it.
We're going to have to check the baskets, Mark. Are there lids on the basket?
You know, Steenblock, Gary in the earlier game thought Riedel had had a lid on the basket about 2 games ago.
Yeah.
And I think he was right, but he shot his way out of it, just like you used to in high school.
Well, I was never a good scorer, but I certainly enjoyed shooting. There's a difference.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
All right, Dowling in man-to-man defense. Elliott's pass underneath, a off-balance shot, no good by Daly. Weak side rebound, Rams. They leave it for Woodward. Her shot up and good.
Second chance opportunities. The Maroons failed to box out there.
And it's 2-0 Southeast Polk. Brooke Woodward with the basket. Here is Gipple with it, and she travels again. Good help defense that time by Riley Cruzy, and I think Cruzy would just guarding her anyway and forced the turnover.
Maroons are questioning whether that should be a travel call. It's 2 in a row that they've called on Emma.
I think they got her for changing her pivot foot or maybe dragging it. And nonetheless, Southeast Polk with the ball. This is Woodward with it. Long outlet pass, and that is a three-pointer by Cruzy. Riley Cruzy with her first 3, and it's 5-0 Rams.
That was a deep 3 right there. You'd probably let her have that, but not if she starts hitting those.
Southeast Dowling with the ball. Southeast Polk in man defense. Get it in the corner for 3 by Tobias. It's no good. Ball slapped around into the hands of Dowling and Gipple. Skip pass over to McVeigh. In the lane, layup is no good. Lid on that basket for the Maroons. Rebound Rams as Larkins comes away with it. Southeast Polk in transition. A long 3 up and good. We may see a timeout as Woodward hits the 3. So it's 8-0 Southeast Polk over Dowling with 5:20 remaining, and Dowling gets it underneath. And Tobias shoots and scores for the Maroons.
Margaret with a little coast-to-coaster. Southeast Polk has always enjoyed shooting that 3.
A backdoor cut, a layup, no good by Cruzy. Rebound Dowling and Bowles. Outlet pass goes over to Tobias, and she'll bring it up on the right side for Dowling. And now she takes it to the rim, and her shot up and no good with the left hand. Whistle and a foul on J.C. Elliott for Southeast Polk. That'll be the first foul for Southeast Polk and the first of the game here, Steve.
Good aggressiveness there by Margaret Tobias again. She'll get 2 shots at the line. It looks like each team will have their first sub coming into the ball game.
Southeast Polk raced out to an 8-0 lead over Dowling. Maroons answered with the basket by Tobias, and now she misses the front end of a 2-shot foul as substitutions for the Maroons. We will see number 21, Julia Moore, enter the contest for the first time, and Olivia Bailey, number 25, in for Dowling Catholic as McVeigh and Bowles have a seat. Second free throw is good by Tobias. She goes 1 for 2. She has 3 points, and it's 8-3. Southeast Polk with just under 5 minutes remaining. Ball kicked out of bounds, and they sent one off Larkins. Turnover back over to Dowling here,
Yeah,
Steve.
Grace Larkin is one of the best slashers in the state. Not known, for as good of outside shooting. She's okay at that, but boy, is she good off the dribble.
Stella Charleston checks in for Southeast Polk. 5'7" sophomore, wearing number 24. Had 10 points off the bench against Mason City, and she replaces Brooke Woodward. And now Maroons get it inside.
Olivia Bailey.
And that is Bailey with the shot.
Off a nice assist there by Julia Moore, who had a good baseline drive.
Dowling answers back. 8-5 Southeast Polk. 8-0 Rams to start with, and Dowling's outscored them 5-0. Rams with it. Here's Charleston with it. They're swinging on the right side.
Now Larkin's trying to post up there and against the shorter defender.
Corner 3 by Solseth is in there, and it's good. Eva Solseth, who checked in, number 34, a 5'9" freshman, shoots and scores from the wing, and it's 11-5 Southeast Polk. Now Dowling attacks the glass. A shot no good by Julia Moore, and a rebound and a foul called. So Solseth commits the foul for the Rams. And we've had quite the pace here in the first quarter with 4:13 remaining.
Yeah.
Out of bounds to Dowling. 11-5 Southeast Polk with the lead. J.C. Elliott set to check in for Southeast Polk, and for Dowling, Lexi Bowles. And they're saying this is a shooting foul. Let's get our referees involved tonight. Randy Reindl, Eric Hink, and Dax Wiedemeyer are our three-man officiating crew. And they're saying, hey, Julia Moore gets a couple free throws. First one is good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals. And if you're watching on CISN.TV, their ads are running as on the video as we speak. Second free throw by Julia Moore, no good. Rebound, Bowles put back up, no good. Ball slapped around, and Larkins comes away with it for Southeast Polk. Rams by 5 and the basketball. Long three by Cruzy is off the back iron, no good. Ball slapped out of bounds. It'll be Southeast Polk basketball. Mentioned Riley Cruzy. Her dad, Chad, was a head coach of Southeast Polk back in the early 2000s, and Riley is heading next year to Central Missouri.
Oh, good.
To go to college. Down in Missouri, just south, about an hour southeast of Kansas City.
Warrensburg, Missouri.
Yeah, that's right.
Division II
You
school.
are. And now we're going to get a whistle and a foul underneath, as attacking the glass was Larkins. Foul on Dowling.
Not sure Coach Meyer's thrilled with that call. That's definitely one of the keys to the game if you're Southeast Polk, is to try to get Lexi in foul trouble.
So Bowles with her first foul. And the free throw good by Larkins. Grace Larkins, her first basket, or first points of the night. Could be heading to Vermillion, South Dakota, play for the Coyotes. Division I Summit League basketball next year for Grace. Second free throw up, been good. She has her first 2 points. 13-6. Southeast Polk by 7 over Dowling. 3:45 remaining first quarter. Bailey with it, dribble handoff to Moore. Julia jump stop on the left elbow, leaves it for McVeigh. And they have Larkins guarding McVeigh, as she's been quiet tonight. Now the ball tipped in the backcourt. Moore picks it up for Dowling. Here's Julia, right side to McVeigh, trying to post up Bowles. Good help defense that time. And down the lane, Moore with the layup, no good. Tip, no good, and a rebound out to Southeast Polk and Grace Larkins. Dowling had their chances there, had a good look at it.
Real good look.
Here's Elliott on the baseline, won't shoot it, leaves it for Cruzy for three. It's good. Riley Cruzy with her second three of the night. She has 6 points, and it's 16-6. The Rams with their largest lead of 10 over Dowling Catholic. And now Bailey loses the ball, stolen away by Brooklyn Daly. Now Riley Cruzy in transition, shot no good, rebound Dowling. Julia Moore, lead pass out to Wishman. Tracks it down underneath the Bailey. Her shot no good. It was blocked, but a foul called on Grace Larkins, and that'll be her first. That'll send the senior, Olivia Bailey, to the line here, Steve.
Yeah, so far, as you said, 16-6 deficit for the Maroons. 12 of those points for Southeast Polk have come from beyond the arc, and they're known for it.
We have a 30-second timeout called by Dowling. We'll keep it here. 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Southeast Polk 16, Dowling Catholic 6 here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV as we simulcast tonight's game. The opening night of Central Conference play in the CIML. These two teams will play later this season, actually a month from almost to the day, on Friday, January 29th. Dowling will travel to Southeast Polk for the return match. And Mr. DeVinny, our final broadcast before the Christmas and New Year's break. So
Are there any high school teams playing next Tuesday?
there are some games Monday and Tuesday in the area. I only have tomorrow's games on our schedule here. I know Saturday game, Cedar Falls at Mason City, a girl-boy doubleheader at 2 o'clock in Mason City, and Cedar Rapids Kennedy at Ames. Doubleheader at Ames beginning at 4. Now Bailey to the line. I want to thank Mercy One and Kemen, along with Dental Associates, for supporting our broadcast all season long here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Bailey's free throw is no good. Second one on the way, and it's missed, and the rebound comes out to Southeast Polk. So Olivia 0 for 2. 16-6 is our score. The Rams by 10, and they have the basketball. They go left to right. Top of the key, it goes to Brooke Woodard. She's guarded by Bailey. Leaves it for Solseth, this freshman in there. Gets it over to Elliott. Skip pass to Woodward. Dribble drives and travels with the basketball. Good help defense by Bowles that time, and may have forced the extra step.
Yeah, very, very good. Yeah, Maroons, at that last time out, we're talking about trying to drive the Southeast Polk shooters off of the three-point line, make them put it on the floor, and in that possession, it did a good job with that.
All right, Julia Moore brings in the front court for Dowling. Leaves it for Wishman. Now in the corner to McVeigh. Underneath the Bowles, and layup is up and good. Lexi Bowles and a nice entry pass from McVeigh. Shoots and scores.
Yeah, they're going to need to be able to do that all night because Lexi's working real hard to get post position established.
16-9 is our score, or rather 16-8. Dowling trailing by 8. Underneath, and a whistle and a foul, and they're going to call a foul on Ella McVeigh. And going to the free throw line will be the freshman, Eva Solseth. And it'll be the second team foul on Dowling on McVeigh, her first. Free throw is coming for Eva Solseth. And the first one is good. She had 4 points and 3 rebounds and led the team with 5 assists in the win over Mesa City. Hard to believe that was 3.5 weeks ago, but it was.
Gee whiz.
Play one game and you sit out 3.5 weeks. You'd be out of rhythm if that back in your day, Steve, wouldn't you?
These kids are hungry.
Second free throw no good by Solseth. Rebound Dowling, and the Maroons in the front court. This is Julia Moore. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. To McVeigh, left side. Top of the key to Moore, looking inside for Bowles. Can't get it to her. Dowling trying to spread the floor against man-to-man defense by the Rams. Here's Moore with it. Julia thinks about driving. She does. Layup off the glass. Good. Julia Moore knifing through there. Has 3 points here in the first quarter. And it's 17-10. Rams by 7. Minute 20 remaining. And on the lane, a leaner by Larkins is no good. Rebound Dowling. This is Gipple. Emma Gipple down court. Shot off the glass, no good. And a charging foul called on Gipple. And on Emma, that'll be her first foul.
Tough one. One of those calls that perhaps could have gone either way. Good aggressiveness by Gip, but the help defense came over from the weak side, Mark.
Well, I like how Dowling's attacking the glass, Steve. We got Julia Moore. Gipple's been doing that. But you also got to be aware of what Southeast Polk will do. They'll get back on defense.
Yeah. Well, Southeast Polk's doing they're making such a concerted effort to double team the post with Lexi that you do have some driving lanes available.
Rams with it. Minute to play here in the first quarter. 17-10. Southeast Polk, number 1 ranked team in Class 5A as of yesterday, taking on 13th ranked Dowling, and a timeout by Coach Daly. Good defense by the Maroons with 53 seconds. And the Rams will set up for maybe a final shot. This will be a 30-second timeout with the Rams leading by 7. And tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Dental Associates, and Construction Professionals. Of course, the CISN.TV ads are running on their screen as we simulcast tonight. As we thank the crew over there, Mr. Pete Tarpey and Randy Nielsen and all the CISN.TV crew. Are they anywhere else tonight, Randy? Anywhere else? Are they? Ankeny. All right, so they're doing the game between Fort Dodge and Ankeny. That doesn't start till 6:15. We get the early start. That means wings on the Vinny when we're done.
Mark, why did we start so early tonight?
Because of the kind of spread the kids out here at Dowling with the preliminary games that have been moved to tomorrow between Dowling and Southeast Polk. So Dowling's kind of have asked for that due to the tight quarters, so it's not so tight. Here's Gipple with it out of the timeout for Dowling after a missed shot. 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. See if Dowling holds for the last shot. Possession arrow is not up. Long three, up, banked, and good. The bank is open after 5 for Maddie Wishman.
She looked over at the bench with a sly smile on her face as if to say, I didn't really mean to bank that in. It still counts, I think, Mark.
It does.
They put it on the board. It counts.
It does, and now it's 17-13. Rams by 4 over Dowling. And this is Southeast Polk, little dribble weave. They're going to get to Larkins, you know that. Grace with it, top of the key. Pull-up jumper right elbow at the horn is no good, and we've come to the end of the first quarter here at the Dowling Gym with the score. Southeast Polk 17, Dowling 13, along with Steve DeVinny. I'm Mark Amadale, and you're listening and watching tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. Back with the second quarter in 1 moment.
Mid-American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym alongside Steve DeVinny, Mark Hamadale here as we start the second quarter in this girls contest. Southeast Polk leading Dowling 17-13 as we simulcast on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. And that's Larkins in the lane, and her shot up and good. And she had 2 points in the first quarter, and that's her first field goal of the night, believe it or not, Steve.
They set a good screen for her, and she did the rest.
Now three-pointer by Dowling, up and good from the outside. How about that? Margaret Tobias with her first three-pointer of the night. She now has 6 points to lead Dowling.
Ever since the Maroons called the quick timeout and they've been out in those three-point shooters better, early on they weren't getting out to the shooters. Now they've made it a better ball game.
Now Larkins takes it inside, and she is a triple team and finally throws the ball away. Turnover against Southeast Polk, and McVeigh comes away with it for the Maroons. Maroons running their dribble weave, and now Gipple with it. Can't get a shot off. Lob it inside to Lexi Bowles. Left block, spins with the right hand. Shot up and good. Strong move by Lexi Bowles. Did she ever explode off that left foot? And there's an Audrey Favor post move for you. How about that?
There's the assistant coach clapping on the sidelines. Yeah, she went strong to her left hand, which is her strong side, and then went back the other way. Beautiful move.
Bowles with 4 points, and it's a 1-point Southeast Polk lead, 19-18. 6:40 remaining here in the second quarter from the Dowling Gym. And now underneath, a layup up and good by J.C. Elliott. Doesn't score very often, but when she does, it still counts.
Looks like she might have walked there. That's what the Maroons were calling for.
Yeah, I got a little baby step in there on the layup. Dowling with the ball. Here's Gipple. Backdoor feed to McVeigh, and it's stolen away by Larkins. And here comes Southeast Polk with the ball in transition. Larkins cut off, kicks it back out. Fake into three is Solseth. And they work it over in the corner. This is Woodward for three, and it's no good. Weak side rebound to put back up, and no good. That was J.C. Elliott coming out of nowhere. And rebound Dowling. Lob pass down to Bowles, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Bowles as she was converged on with Brooklyn Daly. Out of bounds as both teams trade possessions. Dowling was 2 of 4 at the free throw line in that first quarter, and Southeast Polk was 3 of 4 at the free throw line in the first quarter as the Rams jumped out to a 17-13 lead. And now a little full court pressure by the Maroons as they'll let Woodyard bring it up court. Dowling stays man to man, 21-18. Southeast Polk by 3, and the basketball. Now a nice back cut, layup no good by Daly. Fight for the rebound, a loose ball foul called on the coach's daughter, Brooklyn Daly, the 6-foot sophomore.
Yeah, one of those, the missed shot led to the frustration and then got the foul.
Her older brother, is Jackson, the quarterback on that outstanding football team for Southeast Polk. He's got Michigan and Iowa State looking at him.
They had a good year.
My goodness.
They didn't play maybe up to their potential in that championship game against Ankeny, but what a year leading up to that.
Yes, it was. It's fun to see 2 CIML teams in the championship of 4A football. Now Dowling with the ball, backdoor cut, and a layup up and good by Gipple. And that was set up nicely by Dowling's Maddie Wishman with the assist.
I think Maddie double dribbled, if you want to know the truth.
Well, we didn't ask you, Steve. And you're not calling, you don't have the whistle in your mouth anymore.
I don't. 42.
And that's a shot by Woodward. Woodyard is up and good. And she's got 7 first half points for the Rams, 23-20. Here's Moore the other way, and a shot off the glass good as Stella Charleston let Julia Moore free.
Yeah, good aggressive move there off the dribble by Julia for the second time tonight.
Moore with her 5th point. 23-22, and now we've got a
foul
jump
on Julia.
That underneath official called the foul on Julia Moore and out of bounds to the Rams.
Julia Moore was anticipating the spin dribble by Larkins, and she was there, but she would have helped herself by falling backwards, and she really didn't do that.
So Tobias and Gipple will check out for Dowling. Faye is back in, and so is Olivia Bailey. For the Rams, J.C. Elliott checking out. And checking in is Cadence Williams. Now we got a whistle and a reach-in foul on Bailey. So Olivia will pick up the foul. That'll be her first. 15 foul on Dowling, 4 on Southeast Polk here, Steve, with 4:43 remaining in the second quarter. Rams by 1, and they have the basketball. We figured this would be a good game, and it has been. Southeast Polk jumped out to a 8-0 lead, and they led by 10 in that first quarter, but Maroons have closed in. A long three by Cadence Williams is no good. Rebound Bowles. And she's battling in there, and we've got a jump ball, and I think
looks like the Maroons will retain possession.
Yes, they will, but I think Coach wanted a reach-in foul.
Yep.
But nonetheless, it'll be Dowling possession. With 4.5 minutes remaining, they're going to try to get Gipple in. Nope. As they inbound the ball, and Dowling will run their offense. They'll run a 1-4 set out of the man-to-man defense by Southeast Polk. McVeigh and Julia Moore play catch in the perimeter, as does Maddie Wishman. Bowles in the paint, in the post. Now Moore with the left-handed layup, good from the right side. Bowles and Olivia Bailey are the two in the paint for Dowling. And Julia Moore with 7 points in the first quarter. Now a steal by Dowling and Maddie Wishman. Outlet pass to Julia Moore. She tries to get underneath to Bowles, and it's out of bounds to Southeast Polk on the dribble entry.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Julia just didn't create quite the proper passing angle, and a little bit too much vertical.
And Emma Gipple back in the Dowling lineup. She replaces Olivia Bailey. Rams in the front court as Larkin's back in. Dribble handoff goes to Cruzy. Riley with the dribble handoff to Woodyard, and now a near steal by Moore. And with it is Larkins. A pull-up jumper mid-range, off the rim, no good. Rebound Gipple. Dowling with their first lead, 24-23 over Southeast Polk. 3.5 minutes remaining. Second quarter. In the corner. This is Wishman. Lobs into Bowles, and it's stolen away by Southeast Polk as Bowles couldn't handle the pass. Rams in transition. This is Cadence Williams. Both teams have sisters playing. Cadence's younger sister, Ashlyn, is a freshman, and now tough jumper in the lane by Cruzy is good. Riley Cruzy with her 8th point. That was a strong move.
Very nice. You don't see her down there in the block with her back to the basket very often.
So Riley with her 8th point gives the Rams a 1-point lead as we exchange lead. Dowling had the first lead at about just under the 3.5 minute mark, and now the Rams have taken a lead by 1. 2:45 remaining. Well-played game. Both teams getting after it defensively, offensively. A lot of strategy. Steve, I'm saying it now. I'll be interested to see what the second half turns out. The pull-up jumper by Julia Moore is no good, and a reach-in foul. Loose ball foul called on Ella McVeigh. That'll be her second. And that will get a substitution. Tobias will check back in for Dowling. And Margaret has 6 first-half points, and she'll take McVeigh's place. And Ella's got to sit out with 2 fouls.
Yep, too bad. The good news is for the Maroons that to this point now they just took Lexi Bowles out to give her a blow, and she only has 1 foul. So the key for the Maroons is to keep her out of foul trouble.
And Olivia Bailey checks in for her. 2:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Southeast Polk by 1, 25-24. A near steal by Wishman, but Larkins has it. Leaves it for her teammate. A long 3 by Solseth is no good. Out of bounds to Dowling. And they've really converged on Larkins. When she gets it in the post, they're forcing her to throw it out. And that time the missed shot, air ball that time by Solseth.
Yeah. Well, she's earned, Grace Larkin has earned that reputation.
No question. And now an off-balance jumper or layup is no good by Tobias. Rebound Southeast Polk is rendered 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. This is Cruzy with it. They leave it underneath, and a layup good. Woodward has another basket, and that is her 9th point here in the first half.
Yeah, Emma unfortunately lost track of her, and always got to know where the ball is and your person that you're guarding.
Gipple underneath the head fake, and a shot up and good. Nice move by Emma Gipple. She didn't do that extra step in trying to gather her thoughts. And Gipple with her 4th point, 27-26. Southeast Polk by 1. Larkins with the miss in the lane, no good. Rebound Julia Moore. Dribbles in the front court. Thinks about the 3, thinks about driving, can't do either, and gets it out to Gipple with 1:15 remaining in the half. Halftime, we'll have Mike O'Connor, the Dowling boys basketball coach, will join us. And underneath, a shot off the glass, good by Tobias, Margaret Tobias.
We've talked about quickness in the backcourt for the Maroons all year. it's on display tonight, Mark.
It certainly is. Now here's Woodward with it, and their shot no good. Rebound Dowling and Wishman. This is Tobias with it for Dowling as they spread the court. 5 out, nobody in. Now they dribble drive, leave it for Gipple. Back out to Wishman. Underneath the backdoor cut, and a shot no good by Moore. Blocked out of bounds nicely by Riley Cruzy of Southeast Polk.
Good recovery by Cruzy because she got burned backdoor on the backdoor cut by Moore.
We've got 3 players out for Southeast Polk. Basically a line change.
Yep.
Elliott comes in. Stella Charleston in there for Southeast Polk. And back in is Cadence Williams. Dowling inbound it. Bailey throws it in. Gets the Bowles. Left block. And offensive foul on Bowles. She put her right arm out there, forearm, and tried to spin. And like she was going off tackle, that's an offensive foul against the Maroons. 17 foul on Dowling, second on Bowles.
Yeah, that's too bad. Definitely the right call. She extended that elbow and trying to create some space for herself.
Randy Reindl, Eric Hink, and Dax Wiedemeyer are 3 officials tonight doing a solid job, and they do a good enough job. We'll keep for the boys' game. Traveling on Southeast Polk, so it'll be Dowling basketball with 28 seconds remaining in the half. Dowling by 1 now, 28-27. Let's see if the Maroons will hold for the final shot.
Wouldn't be surprised if they do here with a 1-point lead, but if they have a good opportunity, they'll probably take it.
All right, in the lane with the drive as Tobias can't get a shot out. She kicks it back out, so Maroons will reset. Here's Gipple to McVeigh. Dribble handoff goes to Tobias. Margaret on the right side. Now is double teamed and a reach-in foul on Southeast Polk. They're going to get Cadence Williams with the foul, and that'll be her first. Williams, a 5'6" senior. And Gipple will throw it in. 8.8 seconds remaining in the half. Again, at halftime, we will have Michael Connor, the Dowling boys coach, previewing the boys game. McVeigh in the lane on the inbounds play. Her shot up and no good, but she drew the foul with 6 seconds remaining on Southeast Polk.
Was that on Charleston?
Stella Charleston, the sophomore, with her first foul.
Yep.
Team foul number 6 on Southeast Polk. Dowling with 17 fouls, and free throws coming for Ella McVeigh, looking for her first points of the night. First one up and good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Mercy One, Kemen, and Construction Professionals on CISN.TV. Their ads are running as they stream the game tonight. CISN.TV and Iowa Catholic Radio simulcasting. Second free throw by Dowling's Ella McVeigh is no good. And the rebound cleared out of there by Southeast Polk. Chance for the last shot with 3 seconds remaining. And a long half-court shot is no good by Brooklyn Daly. And we go to the half with Dowling with a 2-point lead. That might be their biggest lead of the night, Steve. 29-27, the Maroons lead number 1 Southeast Polk here at halftime. So we will take a break. You want to comment in before Coach O'Connor joins us here?
There's nothing you really can say when Coach OC shows up. You just need to get off the radio, give him a chance to be heard.
Yeah, but then he starts talking about Dubuque, and then we start going south, you know.
Listen.
There's a statue up there of him, I'm told.
No, it's of his dad, John.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. OC's aspiring to be John O'Connor, but he's not quite there yet.
Well said. All right, we'll take a break on that note. Our halftime score, Dowling Catholic 29, Southeast Polk 27 in the girls' game. And we come back, we'll catch up with Michael Connor, the Dowling boys basketball coach, and we'll preview his game with Southeast Polk. And when we return to the Dowling gym, alongside Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadale here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
I have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym alongside Mike O'Connor. I'm Mark Amadell, the Dowling boys basketball coach. Halftime score of the girls game, 29-27. Dowling with the lead. OC, big game tonight. The Central Conference opener. Did you ever thought we'd get to that point in the season? We have a Central Conference opener. And by the way, welcome. And welcome to your new conference now. Let's see, Waukee twice, Valley hopefully twice this year, Southeast Polk twice, and then, Johnson and Urbandale twice. That's your new Central Conference.
Yeah, that's glad we have a 2-week break after tonight. The schedule really cranks up starting tonight into January. But yeah, the league's loaded, and I would argue that there's 6 really good teams in there, and taking us out of it, there's probably 4 teams that are perennial top 10 teams. So
I gotta get my mask up because we're on TV, so we got to do the mask thing here, Coach. Yeah.
That's better from the radio.
It is, yes.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Every game's a blessing, so to speak. I'm still kind of waiting for every game day someone to call and say, hey, they had an outbreak or can't play tonight. And luckily enough that we're 2 for 2 so far, and hopefully be 3 for 3 here in the next hour or so.
Well, Southeast Polk, you had like a 6-game winning streak against them last year, and then they came and right before tournaments beat you here at the Dowling Gym, and I know Coach pretty happy about that. Coach Jenkins done a great job at Southeast Polk. First winning season since BJ left about 10 years ago. And Alan Jenkins has done a great job, and you've got quite the matchup. Some of these kids are very familiar. I think 4 of their 5 starters that started against you last year are back.
Yeah, they're a really good team. They beat us up pretty good last year. It was hard watching that film, getting ready for tonight. But we got several of our guys back too, and we're certainly hoping that we can be a little bit more efficient and a little bit more enthusiastic than maybe we were last year in that game. We looked really tired, and it was the last game of the year, and we kind of looked like we're ready for postseason. And it's quite the different scenario now, and given all that we've gone through, I hope we can show a little bit more gratitude and humility when we play and treat the game the right way and play a little bit harder.
Well, Coach, for Dowling tonight, a little bit of a lineup change. You got a new starter, Jack Gredicke, who's played very well off the bench. And I was telling Steen when he was helping me out the last few games, you take either Mikey Chase or Sam Hughes out, and guess who comes in? Gredicke. You replace 6'1" or 6'2" with a 6'10", and Jack gets the start, so it'll be him and Riggs in the post, I'm guessing.
Yep, and honestly, Mikey's the guy we took out. He's had a difficulty kind of getting into a flow of the game because he's had some fouls in our first 2 games, but otherwise, Mikey didn't really do anything negative to be taken out. We really wanted to set ourselves up better for a cleaner, more organized approach to our rotations so that we could play Jalen and Jack both at the 4, and unfortunately that's not going to work out tonight with Jalen being out with an ankle injury. So we'll adjust. We've played small this year, and we like that, and we may have to do some more of that, and if not, we can go big and bring Lench in or Adam Bialzik in. So we still feel pretty good about what we can bring off the bench.
Matt Riedel and Ryan Riggs kind of been your scorers, and Riedel's taken that spot that Stillwell had last couple years, and he's really responded well, although Steen was threatening to leave the announcer's table and take the lid off the basket in Game 1 over Mason City on Saturday afternoon, but Matt figured out a way to get through that, but he's had a tremendous start this year.
He has. The big difference between Game 1 to Game 2 for him is, if you look at his shot chart, Game 2 he went to the rim. He attacked, he got easy baskets, and then he shot off of his attack, whereas we felt like in Game 1 he really spent a lot of time kind of staying on the perimeter instead of attacking, and he's a better player when he's driving and going because he can create for others too. So we need him to continue that. We need Ryan to continue that. They're our 2 most experienced players, and if one of them has a tough night scoring the ball, that's probably doesn't bode real well for us. So we need those guys to keep that sort of effort up.
Coach here, and we're visiting with Mike O'Connor, the Dowling boys basketball coach here at halftime of the girls contest as Dowling leads 29-27 over number 1 Southeast Polk in the girls contest here at halftime. And OC, it's about matchups and combinations, and there are several combinations. I know you mess with it all the time in practice and kind of see it on game film, but you just, who's going to get the right flow, who's going to be the right combination on a given night? You can probably count on maybe 2, but then you get somebody in foul trouble, that takes that away. So is that why you have Nahas and Wagner on your bench? Is that kind of where they come in?
Yeah, that's certainly one of the things, one of the many things that they help us with. But, yeah, we talk about those things the night before every game, kind of, okay, who we starting, who's the first sub, who's the second sub, if we get in foul trouble, who do we go to? And to be honest, some of those questions we don't have clear answers to yet because we still only have had like 15 practices in 2 games. So it's still a little bit murky right now. Normally at this point you've played 4 or 5 games, you've had 25 to 28 practices. And don't underestimate how valuable those extra games and those extra practices are. So we're still kind of navigating all that, but ultimately at the end of the day we're awfully thankful that we have 17 practices and 2 games in already.
Coach, this is your final game before the Christmas and New Year's break, and I know Coach Jenkins told me he was going to scrimmage Centennial, Pella, and Dallas Center Grimes over the Christmas holiday. What about Dowling? What's your scrimmages look like?
We will start practice again on the 26th. We'll practice the 26th, 27th, 28th. We'll scrimmage Indianola on the 29th. Practice the 30th, and we'll scrimmage Norwalk on the 31st. Then we're off, and then we'll practice for 2 days, and we play Waukee.
So it's Indianola and Norwalk,
Yep.
2 Warren County teams.
Yep,
Love
2
it.
Warren County teams. Two good programs, 2 really good coaches.
Absolutely.
And just an opportunity to play will be really good.
So
Breaks up the break.
It certainly does. Well, Mike, we appreciate all your work you do here. Folks don't know, Mike's also the assistant athletic director, helps us out with every football game, home and away. Appreciate all the work that you do. And everybody back in the athletic office at Dowling. I know Mary Pick's retired, and we have a new gal, Colleen Webb, who I met tonight in person and doing a super job. We want to thank you for all you've done. And obviously, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to your family and all you've done for Dowling and all you continue to do.
Well, thank you, Mark, and Merry Christmas to you and your family and all the listeners out there. Very thankful that we've gotten this far with all the athletics that we have. 3 months ago, none of us knew, and
that's right.
And here we are. We've been very lucky that we've been able to get as far as we can with minimal issues outside of our summer issues. So very thankful for that.
All right, Mike. Thank you, and best of luck tonight against Southeast Polk.
Appreciate it.
Mike O'Connor, my guest here at halftime, the Dowling boys basketball coach, and there'll be game 2 tonight on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN, Dowling and Southeast Polk in the boys contest. But again, halftime of the girls game, it's number 13 Dowling leading number 1 Southeast Polk 29-27. Steve DeVindy will join me for the second half. We'll take a break and come back here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
And we're back as we're underway in the second half from the Dowling gym. It's number 1 Southeast Polk and number 13 Dowling, Class 5A Central Conference opener in the CIML. And a backdoor cut and a layup by Grace Larkins is up and good. Grace had 4 points at halftime to lead Southeast Polk. She now has 6. It's tied at 29. Now they lob it underneath. The other way we go is Dowling going towards the south basket, and they lob it inside the Bulls, and it's out of bounds to Dowling. As we're tied at 29, the Maroons were 3 of 6 at the free throw line in the first half, and Southeast Polk was 3 of 4 at the charity stripe in the first half. As Dowling with the ball, McVeigh with it. Both teams stay in man-to-man. We haven't seen any zone by either team in the first half. We'll see if that changes in the second half. We got a double dribble called against Dowling, so the first turnover of the second half here, Steve.
I didn't see that. The official right in front of Margaret didn't call the double dribble, but the one behind her did.
So the Rams have the basketball. Larkins scored the first basket of the second half for Southeast Polk, tying the game at 29, and now the Rams will run their offense. They try to entry pass on the left elbow. McVeigh knocks it away for Dowling. Both teams back with their starters. J.C. Elliott, Grace Larkins, Brooklyn Daly, Riley Cruzy, and Brooke Woodyard, and now are the starters for Southeast Polk. And Larkins with the left hand is good, and she's heating up. She had 4 points at halftime. She has 4 in the first minute and a half of the third quarter.
She's going to have to assert herself, Mark, for these guys to be successful.
Now the other way, Dowling on a turnover, and Rams in transition, a layup off the glass, good, and a timeout. Dowling. Brooklyn Daly with her first basket, and a timeout called on the floor, and this will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here alongside Steve DeVinny. I'm Mark Amadale. Glad you could join us for our simulcast tonight on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. Nice game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Mercy One, Kemen, and Ashworth Vision Clinic. Steve, you had a chance to kind of dissect that first half while I was talking to Coach O'Connor, and your thoughts of what we talked about a little bit. What are some of the adjustments you see here in the second half of this girls contest? We may see one here coming up as Southeast Polk out to a quick 6-0 start.
Yeah, it appears that they made a concerted effort to get the ball to Grace Larkin down in the post, and she scored instantly. And the Maroons have lost a little defensive intensity from the first half. They came out here a little flat, and Southeast Polk so far has made them pay.
Yes, they have. As we're underway after the Dowling timeout, Bowles in the lane. She's triple teamed. It finds a way to get through on the left side right around Larkins. And Lexi Bowles with her 6th point. And it's 33-31 from Southeast Polk by 2. And now underneath, and Larkins has a shot blocked by Bowles after Lexi fell down on Larkins' cut through the lane. And Larkins saying, hey, I'm wide open. Lexi recovered and swatted out of bounds.
After a near broken ankle from Lexi off that dribble penetration from Larkins. But you're right, she got back up and hustled and saved the layup there with a block shot.
Rams inbound the ball. This is Daly with it. Now they work underneath to Elliott. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled, and she'll get 2 free throws.
I think that'll be Wishman, right? Number 5?
Yep, Maddie with her first foul. And first team foul on Dowling here in the second half with 6:10 remaining here in the third quarter. Southeast Polk 33, Dowling Catholic 31. We had an early start, so for you folks that are tuning in to Catholic Answers and earlier with Al Cresta, we can interrupt programming here on Iowa Catholic Radio as the free throw is no good. The first of 2 free throws for J.C. Elliott, who has 2 points tonight. This game started at 5 o'clock for the girls' game. The boys' game will start approximately 6:30. Second free throw is good by Elliott. She has 3 points. Rams were led at halftime by Brooke Woodyard with 9 points. Riley Cruzy with 8. Larkins with 4 at halftime. She now has 8. Long 3 for Dowling, in and out, no good by Maddie Wishman. The rebound comes out to Grace Larkins. Here's Southeast Polk in transition. They look inside to Larkins, can't get it to her. Now a backdoor cut. Underneath is Woodyard. She's double teamed, gets her own rebound. A shot up and good. She went right around Bowles. Woodyard with 11 points to lead Southeast Polk.
Yeah, both Bowles there.
Now we got a whistle and a foul called on Elliott of Southeast Polk.
Both.
That's her second. Team foul number 1 here on the Rams here in the second half, Steve. Southeast Polk 36, Dowling 31. Third quarter score. Dowling on the inbounds play. Ella McVeigh shot the glass, no good, and a rebound to Cruzy. Outlet pass over to Larkins. Grace guarded by Gipple. Get it back to Larkins, and a shot up and good. Nice pass by Elliott right to Larkins, and she has 6 of her 10 points here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they made an adjustment at halftime, Polk did. Now they're allowing Larkins to get the ball to somebody else and then go right down to the block. And that's 2 baskets. Relatively easy. She has such a quick release in there.
Dowling the other way, McVeigh in the lane, and she draws the foul. And 2 free throws coming for Ella McVeigh. Yeah, they took their center out of the post and they brought her out, so it's like 4 out and 1 in, and that 1 in is Larkins. It's a foul on Southeast Polk. I didn't catch the number here, Steve.
It was number 40, I believe.
Cruzy.
Yep,
that's her first. 38-31, Southeast Polk by 7. Rams jumped out to a 10-point lead in the first quarter, and Dowling took a 2-point lead at halftime. McVay's free throw is good. She now has 2 points. Maroons led in the first half by Margaret Tobias with 8 points. Julia Moore off the bench with 7 points. 4 points for Emma Gipple. 4 points for Lexi Bowles at halftime. Second free throw by McVay is no good. Rebound Southeast Polk. 3 points for Maddie Wishman at halftime. 2 points for Olivia Bailey off the bench at halftime. It's 38-32, Rams by 6. In the front court is Woodard. Work the left side, now they get it top the key with Daly with it. Brooklyn leaves it for Larkins, a head fake. Gets it in the corner to Cruzy. Now out to Bailey for 3, it's no good. Larkins, a weak side rebound, and a pushing foul called on McVay, and that'll be her third.
Yep.
And Ella.
She's frustrated, Ella is.
She'll be replaced by Julia Moore, who gave Dowling a spark off the bench in that first half, had 7 first half points, and she'll have to come off the bench here in the second half for McVay on the substitution. Here's Cruzy with it to Larkins. Larkins now guarded by Bowles. They're lobbing inside. This is Woodyard. Tries to do an inside pivot, can't, and we got 3 seconds called on Woodyard. So she is guilty of the 3-second call for Southeast Polk. Rams turn it over.
Excellent help defense there by Bowles. What's also become apparent as the game has gone on is if Lexi can get the ball down in the post, they don't have anybody with that physicality or the height, and she can get a good look almost any time.
Down the lane is Moore, and she puts up a shot and draws the foul. Basket's no good, and a foul, I think, will be on the freshman Solseth.
Yeah, Julia Moore tonight has really found that extra gear. She's been able to take whichever Southeast Polk defender that's guarding her right off the dribble and get into the lane every time.
And the first free throw by Moore is good. She has 8 points. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio. Brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, and Kemen. Of course, if you're watching on CISN.TV, their ads are playing on the screen. And the second free throw is good by Moore. He has 9 points to lead Dowling. It's Julia Moore, it's her twin sister. Sarah has not played yet. Southeast Polk, a sister combination. Cadence Williams, senior, comes off the bench. And she has a freshman sister, Ashland, who has yet to play. And now here's Larkins with a left hand down the lane. Good. Strong move by Grace Larkins.
She's heating up like you would expect her to.
12 points in the contest for Larkins. 40-34. Rams by 6. Underneath Bowles. Spins in the lane. Layup is good off the glass. She went right around Woodyard.
Yeah, if she gets the ball down that low, she's a handful to stop.
8 points for Lexi Bowles.
Walk.
And now traveling on the dribble on the right side by Brooklyn Daly, the coach's daughter, the young sophomore with the travel. The other way we go with Dowling.
Got in a hurry a little bit. Lexi's coming out of the game, and Emma Gipple's checking back in.
So the Maroons on a little smaller lineup here, Steve.
Yeah.
Basically a 4-guard. Well, Bailey's in there, so they do have post.
Nice
now Bailey underneath, and the shot up and off the rim.
No
good.
Goodness. Great backdoor cut and good feed by Gipple.
And a rebound out to Southeast Polk. The Maroons miss an easy one. 40-36. Rams by 4. 3:20 here in the third quarter. And now here's a steal by Dowling. Great hands that time by Tobias. Gets it down court to Bailey, and her shot is blocked out of bounds by Solseth. It'll be Dowling basketball. Great flurry there. Both teams played tremendous defense.
Yeah.
And Dowling will have another look at it. And McVay will come in with 3 fouls. And checking out will be Margaret
Tobias checked out.
So
yep.
McVay back in.
It's been kind of a game of runs, but the Maroons get down 6-8 points and they battle back.
That's true.
The defense is stepping up a little bit more recently.
And here's Gipple on the inside lane. Her shot up and good as she went right over Woodyard. So Gipple with her 6-point, and now a steal by Dowling. Julia Moore comes away with it. It's Julia Moore, Emma Gipple, Ella McVay. And now a corner 3 up and off the rim, no good by Maddie Wishman, and a whistle and a jump ball called on the rebound as Gipple looks like Larkins came away with it.
Yeah, held ball. Maroons will get it back.
Your scores table guy, well, at least you were at one time. Where's the possession arrows not up? Is that the light out or something?
Yeah, well, they just didn't put it up, did they? It's on the bench, but they didn't. it's laying back, maybe it doesn't work.
Can you get word to Crandall and Oddie and O'Grady and those guys down there, can you? I mean,
it's like trying to herd cats, Mark. I mean, you're not going to be able to help those guys.
Well, Oddie's the best one out of the whole group. Crandall, the reverse layup, good by Gipple, and took it from the right baseline and went reverse layup. Emma with a strong move. She has 8 points. We're tied at 40.
Backdoor cut.
2:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Southeast Polk the other way. Top of the key for three, and that's Woodyard with another three that's good. That's her second of the night. 14 points for her.
That was created off a dribble drive by Grace Larkins.
Yes, it was. We got a whistle and a foul on Southeast Polk on Dowling's offensive end. And let's see. They're going to get Woodyard with the foul. That should be her first.
I believe that's right.
14 foul on Southeast Polk, 2 on Dowling. Now substitution, Brooklyn Daly will check back in for Southeast Polk. Riley Cruzy, I believe. Let's see, that's not, yeah, it is. Riley Cruzy will check out, excuse me. 43-40, Rams by 3. Dowling with the basketball. Here's Gipple on the right side. Dribbling baseline against Daly. Reverse layup again. Up and no good, but she drew the foul. And I think Daly will pick up the foul. She does. Yep. That'll be her second. You like how Gipple's attacking the glass from the right baseline there, Mr. Coach DeVinny?
Yeah, she got a good first step on her, and Daly was in trouble the entire drive. She kind of had her hand on her. I'm surprised they didn't call the foul maybe a little sooner.
First free throw by Gipple rolls off the rim, no good. She has 8 points tonight. Maroons were 3 of 6 at the free throw line in the first half, and they are now 3 of 5 at the line. Second free throw good by Gipple.
Got to make those free throws in games like this, don't you?
43-41. Southeast Polk by 2. Minute 50 remaining here in the third quarter. Dowling back on defense. They're playing man-to-man as they have the whole game. With the basketball is Woodard. On the left wing, three-point line extended. Has it the free throw line, reverses the ball over to Charleston. He makes a cut through, and now the Larkins. Rams playing catch on the perimeter. They're in no hurry against Dowling's man-to-man. And they move the ball, and now here is Larkins with it, dribbling in the lane. A long three by Charleston for 3 with the left hand, no good. Offensive rebound, Bailey, and her shot blocked out of bounds by Bowles, and a whistle and a foul on Dowling, and 2 free throws coming. As Bowles will be committing the foul.
Yep, that's her third. And also Ella McVeigh has 3. That's not what you want to see, but the third quarter's about over.
And Brooklyn Daly, the coach's daughter, at the free throw line for 2. First one is good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Mercy One and by Kemen and Dental Associates. Alongside Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadale. Glad you could join us tonight. Game 1 of our girls and boys doubleheader. It's the Central Conference opener in the CIML. Southeast Polk and Dowling, Game 1. Game 2 will be in January at Southeast Polk, and we'll have them both here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Second free throw no good by
Coach is going to leave Duxie Bowles in, probably because we have the ball down here at our offensive end.
And here's Gipple with it, works the left side, now puts up a shot, no good, gets her own rebound, put back up and in. She went right around Cruzy for the basket.
Didn't box Emma out, and Emma made them pay, Mark.
11 points for Gipple. And we've got a timeout called by Southeast Polk with 53 seconds left in the first half, and we'll take a full timeout. It's Southeast Polk 44, Dowling 43 with 53.6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Back in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Winds know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Steve DeVinny, 40 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a shot by Southeast Polk, no good, and a whistle and a foul. Loose ball foul call on the Rams here, Steve, it looks like.
Brooklyn Daly.
That's who they got. Okay.
And that's her team sixth foul.
Her third.
Shooting.
Yeah, her third. Now substitution for her mom, head coach Tracy Daly. They're going to get Eva Solseth in there for Brooklyn.
Just an aggressive play. I mean, it wasn't a bad play. It was a hustle play, but
off a missed shot.
Yep, she was a little bit too physical, I guess.
Dowling will have the basketball. 35 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Rams by one, 44-43. Exciting game in game one. Bowles dribbles down, left block, shot off the glass, good. Lexi Bowles with her 10th point now in double figures. And Dowling with a 1-point lead. Rams in transition. Solseth hands it off in the corner to Woodyard. Dribbles in the lane, now kicks it back out to Cruzy. She won't shoot it, but Woodward will. Her three-pointer no good. Rebound McVeigh. Outlet pass to Wishman. 2-on-1 fast break. Wishman with the shot no good. Follow-up shot by Bowles no good. Fight for the rebound, and the Rams come away with it in Woodyard. Half-court shot at the horn is no good, and we've come to the end of the third quarter, Steve DeVinny, with the score. Number 13, Dowling, 45. Number 1, Southeast Polk, 44. Are we going to make it through the fourth quarter?
We're going to try.
All right. Back in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
At American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades. All to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym. Fourth quarter in game one of our doubleheader between Dowling and Southeast Polk. Opening night of Central Conference play in the CIML. Dowling girls with a record of 3-0 in non-division play, and Southeast Polk the record of 1-0. And now Bowles with the block shot as Elliott launches the shot in the lane. It's no good. Dowling with the rebound, and Bowles comes away with it. Wow.
Big-time shot block.
Certainly was.
And she kept it in play, kept it in the court, went and got it herself.
And now the Maroons in the front court, and a shot off the glass too strong, no good by the Maroons. Maddie Wishman, the rebound out to Southeast Polk. I think she had a good look, but she just kind of hurried the shot.
Yeah, good backdoor cuts by the Maroons here. You got to keep Bowles and McVeigh from picking up their fourth here.
There's
early.
Larkins in the lane, has her shot blocked, gets it right back as Bowles gets another block, but Larkins gets the basket on the second chance. She has 14 points. And now a three-pointer up and good. McVeigh with the three, and that's her first field goal of the night. And we've got a timeout called by Southeast Polk, I believe. Full timeout, and we'll take one ourselves. 7:04 remaining fourth quarter, and it's Dowling 48, Southeast Polk 46 from the Dowling Gym here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
And we're back here at the Dowling gym out of the Southeast Polk timeout. The Rams have 2 remaining. Dowling Catholic with 3 timeouts remaining. Larkins for 3, top of the key, and it's good. Grace Larkins with her first 3-point basket of the night, Steve DeVinny. She now has 17 points to lead the Rams. They now take a 1-point lead after Dowling had a 2-point lead.
Pick your poison. They'd rather have her shoot threes than drive to the basket.
I guess. Long 3, top of the key is no good. And fight for the rebound. Bailey has it taken away from her by Larkins. Rams in front court. Woodyard with it underneath the Larkins. Her shot partially blocked by Bowles. Gets her own rebound. And the putback up and good by Brooke Woodyard. Woodyard with her 16th point.
Yeah. And Lexi's trying to be a little careful at the defensive end not to pick up her 4th.
Yeah,
she could have been a little bit more aggressive there on D.
3 fouls for Bowles. And Daly with 3 fouls for Southeast Polk. So both teams have a couple. And McVeigh with 3 fouls. So Dowling with 2 in foul trouble. Long 3 is up and no good by the Maroons. That was Maddie Wishman.
Looked like Margaret maybe.
Tobias with the miss.
Yep.
Now backdoor cut by Southeast Polk. A shot up and no good by Woodyard, and she's fouled. And free throws coming for Southeast Polk, and a foul on Dowling. I think it's on Bailey. Olivia picks up her 2nd. And 14th foul on Dowling. Rams with 16 fouls here in the 4th quarter with 5:48 remaining. Rams by 3, and free throws coming for Brooke Woodyard. This will be her first attempt of the night. First one is no good. Nice game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, and Kemen. Alongside Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadeo. Stay tuned. We'll have the boys' game coming up on Iowa Catholic Radio, and the Swaymer will join us coming out of retirement. Mike Swaim making his first appearance.
I thought maybe he moved to San Diego or something.
I think he'd like to sometimes. Second free throw is good by Brooke Woodyard, the 6-foot junior for the Rams. She now has 17 points. Dowling with the ball. Gipple in the lane. Leaner goes through. She didn't have the best angle there, but she made it happen.
When she gets ahead of steam, she's very difficult to stop, and she took that right up through Larkins, who's a great defensive player.
Emma Gipple with 13 points, 52-50. Southeast Polk by 2 and the basketball. Maroons stay in that man-to-man. Here's Larkins, guarded by Gipple. Leaves it for Bailey. Brooklyn over to Larkins. And now a backdoor pass to Cruzy is stolen away. Too strong that time, and Dowling comes away with it. This is Julia Moore in the lane with the left hand. Her shot up, no good. It leaves it short. And the rebound, Cruzy, and the Rams have it.
Nice flurry of activity both ends by both teams.
Now here's Larkins. A head fake, goes to the basket. Her shot no good. Weak side rebound, Woodyard. And her shot is blocked partially by Julia Moore. Rebound, Dowling and McVeigh. She fires it down court. That football comes out. Elliott with the steal, and the Rams have it.
Good night,
What
Mark.
a flurry. I need a media timeout. Can I ask for a media timeout?
Good hustle there on defense by the Maroons to knock it loose.
Can I get the officials' attentions? Eric Hink or Dax Wiedemeyer or Randy Reindl?
Hey, can we figure out up in the booth here what sport we're trying to call here?
Downfield.
Hey, it happens.
Remember the old days?
When you got seven,
broken up by Luke DeVinny.
Well,
those days?
When you have when you have 7 state championships under your belt, Mark, I mean everything's downfield.
Now a shot in the lane by Daly is no good. Weak side help by Moore.
Good weak side help. That was Larkin on the attempt, though.
Yes, it was. And she'll go to the free throw line. Fouls on
her 2nd.
That'll be on Moore.
Team's 5th foul. Larkin will get 2.
And the first one up and good. Grace Larkins with 18 points tonight.
She only had 4 at half, Mark. She really came out here in the second half.
Second free throw is good. She has 19 points, so she's had 15 in the second half, and it's 54-50 our score. Southeast Polk with the lead over Dowling with 4:30 remaining.
These possessions become more critical as the clock winds down, and Julia's twin sister Sarah checks in for the first time.
Yeah, it's underneath is Gipple. Her shot up and good. Strong move that time around Brooke Woodyard. Emma Gipple.
Emma Gipple's a tough guard in the paint.
She has 15 points. Rams have it. Here's Larkins, guarded by Gipple. Out top it goes to Elliott, J.C. Elliott. Larkins, Bailey also in there. I think they got their starters in. Nope, Stella Charleston in there, number 24. Posting up is Bailey. Her shot up and no good. And Moore will commit the foul. And this will be Sarah with the foul, I believe. Yes, it is. That'll be her first foul, and team foul number 6 on Dowling. So both teams will be shooting free throws from here on out on each foul.
Yeah, Sarah got caught down there on the block with Coach's daughter, Daly, and that's a mismatch.
Brooklyn Daly misses the first of 2 free throws. She has 3 points tonight. She's 1 for 3 at the line.
To reset the Maroons lineup here with the last 4 minutes of the ball game, we've got Tobias, both Moore girls, Gipple, and Lexi Bowles.
Second free throw good by Brooklyn Daly. She now has 4 points tonight. Coach's daughter, 55-52. Southeast Polk with the lead, 3:50 remaining. Julia Moore, dribble drive in the lane, leaves it for Bowles. Her shot up and good. She went right around Brooklyn Daly.
Good shot fake there by Bowles.
Timeout, Dowling. This will be a full timeout. We'll take one ourselves with Bowles with 12 points. And with 3:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter, it's 55-54. Southeast Polk by 1 over Dowling. Back in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of this game, we need to clear the gym. And fans, at the conclusion of this game, we must clear the gym. Thank you all for coming.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym. Game 1 of our girls and boys doubleheader, the Central Iowa Metro League Central Conference opener tonight. And the Dowling girls and Southeast Polk. What a game we have. Rams lead it by 1, 55-54, 3:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Rams out of the timeout with the basketball. Long 3 by Larkins, no good. Ball slapped around and into the hands of Stella Charleston. Her shot up and good on the rebound that was ping-ponged around. Charleston with her first 2, 57-54. Rams by 3. Dowling running their dribble offense. This is Gipple with it. Leaves it for Tobias. Down the lane she goes. Off balance shot. Good. She went right around Grace Larkins for the basket.
Tobias is as quick as a hiccup, Mark. We both know it. And once she got the corner turned, it was a tough shot in traffic. She walked.
Tobias with 10 points, and you're talking about and that was Larkins with the non-call there. Rebound out to Dowling off the missed shot by the Rams as Bowles gets another rebound.
Maroons down with down 1 with the chance to go ahead here, Mark.
Yes, they are. Margaret Tobias in the front court, 57-56. Rams by 1. Julia Moore with the dribble handoff, and she's fouled by Daly.
That's her 4th, I think.
So Brooklyn will pick up her 4th. And free throws coming. This will be a 1-and-1. It's a non-shooting foul. 17 foul on Southeast Polk. So Julia Moore will go to the free throw line, and she has been 3 for 3 on the night. And 5 for 10 before tonight's game. So we're shooting 50% and shooting perfect tonight, but 50% overall.
This is big. Julie is one of those kids who handles herself. You know, she doesn't mind these situations.
First free throw, good. Julia Moore ties the score. She's 4 for 4 at the line. She has her 10th point, so she goes in double figures. She'll join Emma Gipple with 15 points and Lexi Bowles for 12 for Dowling. Tied at 57. Second free throw, no good. Ball slapped around, and Larkins comes away with it for Southeast Polk. Grace Larkins with the rebound. Has the ball. Little dribble weave that time. Cruzy with it. Back to Larkins. A runner in the lane. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Bowles. Outlet pass to Tobias. She dribbles down court. Runs into the defense. And now Gipple for 3. Right side. It's up and hits the guy wire. No good. A dead ball and out of bounds to Southeast Polk with 2 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. We have got ourselves set for quite a finish, Steve. Both teams have 2 timeouts at their disposal.
Yep.
And both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus.
Held ball, I think next will go to the Maroons, if I'm not mistaken. on the game reset.
Oh, did you ever get a hold of those guys down there, Crandall?
You know what? I didn't even try. I mean, why waste your breath, Mark?
Because we have no idea. The possession arrow's not out. Larkins for a 3, top of the key, no good, but she out-hustles Bowles for the ball and tries to dribble baseline. Maroons drop back, and now they lob it inside. With it is Cruzy, and her shot off the glass good. You're not going to beat her inside like that. And Riley Cruzy, her first basket of the second half, she now has 10 points. She had 8 at halftime. She's kind of been held in check by the Maroon defense. Here's Tobias with it.
Good
for
interior.
Bowles.
Good feed.
She spins, whirls in the lane, shot to the left hand, no good, and the rebound cleared out of there by Southeast Polk and Brooke Woodyard. Nice defense that time against Bowles.
Yeah, Maroons had a good look. They don't all go in. Down 2 with 1:17 to go.
59-57. Rams lead by 2, as you mentioned, Steve, and they have the basketball. And let's see how conservative they get. Solseth in there, the freshman. Leaves it for Larkins.
Looks like they're going to take the air out here and make the Maroons have to foul.
Yep, every foul results in free throws. Dowling just matching up. Now Bowles is going to guard Larkins as they spread the court. Larkins down the lane she goes, kicks it in the corner, and they won't shoot it. So
yeah, you're going to have to switch out and put Gip on her.
Yep, and that's they didn't call the foul there. Bowles, I think, reached in, and now we got a whistle and a foul on Dowling.
Good thing that they didn't. Good thing they didn't call the foul on Lexi.
Yeah, fouls on Wishman. That's her second. Free throws coming for the Rams, and that'll be Grace Larkins at the free throw line. She's a perfect 4 for 4 on the night. This will be the front end of a 1-and-1. 44 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk leading by 2, 59-57. Obviously not a packed house here due to the COVID restrictions with fans and the conference restriction with fans. First free throw is good. Larkins now with 20 points. You call that a quiet 20 for her?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, you know, she gets her points off dribble penetration, off offensive rebounds, off of free throws. She does have 1 3-er tonight.
Second free throw is good. 21 points now for Grace Larkins. She leads all scorers. Rams lead by 4. 40 seconds remaining. Dowling with the ball. McVeigh back in. Gipple with it. Looking for Bowles. Can't find her. Gets it out to Wishman. Or Tobias, rather. Out of McVeigh. McVeigh down the lane. Underneath. And to Tobias. And now great defense by the Rams. Underneath. The spin move by Bowles is up and good with the right hand. And a timeout Dowling. Timeout Dowling and Bowles with her 14th point. We're going to see if this is a 30 or a minute. And it's a full timeout. We'll take one ourselves. With 22 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, Southeast Polk 61, Dowling 59 here in the fourth quarter from the Dowling Gym. Back in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
I have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today, or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym with 22 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. An exciting finish shaping up. Southeast Polk 61, Dowling 59. Full court pressure as the Rams bring the ball in from underneath the Dowling basket. And a whistle and a foul in the backcourt on McVeigh, and that'll be her fourth for Dowling. Team foul number 8 on the Maroons, and free throws coming for Southeast Polk. It'll be a 1-and-1. And Solseth, the freshman, going to the free throw line here, Mr. Deviney. How about a position?
A lot of pressure for the young kid.
She's 1 for 2 tonight, and her only point has been at the free throw line. Eyes the bucket. First free throw, no good.
And
rebound cleared out of there by Gipple. So big miss by Solseth. Dowling in the front court, and here is Lexi Bowles, and we got an offensive foul called on Bowles. as she tried to post up and went right over Daly. So a tough break for Dowling. Bowles with her 4th point. Now we're going to see the offense-defense take part here. Friedrich will into the lineup for Dowling. Julia Friedrich and Julia Moore. Bowles will sit down with 13 seconds remaining and a 2-point Southeast Polk lead, and they'll inbound the ball, and they have the length of the court to go. You got to get it over the timeline in 10 seconds. Throwing it in is Cruzy. Gets it into Larkins, and who else? She will go to the line.
Foul on Julia Moore, I think.
Officials now as we go offense, defense, and the foul is on Moore. You are correct, Mr. DeVinny. That'll be her 2nd foul and 10th team foul on Dowling, so 2 free throws the rest of the way for the Rams, Steve.
You know, the last time Solseth missed the front end, there was nobody else from Southeast Polk on the lane line, and she almost got the offensive rebound. There's 4 players. Nobody checked her out.
Yeah, you got to check out the shooter. Dowling has 3 players underneath now. First free throw good by Larkins.
That's a 3-point deficit now for the Maroons.
She is automatic. 22 points for Grace Larkins. She's a perfect 7 for 7 at the line at this juncture. Second one coming. Good. 23 points for Grace Larkins. 63-59, 4-point lead. And Dowling down court. This is Margaret Tobias. Layup good. Timeout Dowling. With 7.6 seconds remaining, Tobias with her 12th point. And we'll find out if this is a 30 or a minute.
All they have left is a full.
And we'll take a 1-minute break. 7.6 seconds remaining. Southeast Polk 63, Dowling 61. Back in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym as the Rams inbound the ball. Bradley Cruzy throws it into Grace Larkins, and a foul in the backcourt. It'll be 2 free throws coming for Larkins, a foul on Dowling, and this will be on Julia Moore here, Steve DeVinny. So Moore with her, they called her 4th foul?
Yes, that's right.
4th foul. So
Grace Larkins with 2. With 4.6 seconds to go, she could probably ice it if she makes both.
Absolutely. Hits the first. Larkins with 24 points tonight to lead all scorers. Should have one more free throw. It's 64-61. Southeast Polk by 3 over Dowling. 4.6 seconds remaining. Mark Amadale, Steve DeVinny here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. Make it a full 25 points. Make it a quarter. Larkins makes them both, and now Dowling in the with the ball. Tobias in the corner. She leaves it. 3-pointer no good by Maddie Wishman. And it's 65-61 is our final. Southeast Polk trails at the end of the first half, at the end of the third quarter, but they win it by the score of 65-61 over Dowling Catholic in a thriller here at the Dowling Gym. The Rams' first day of being the number 1 ranked team in 5A, and they run their record to 2-0. Dowling girls, ranked number 13, will fall to 3-1. And what an exciting game we just saw here, Steve DeVinny, as both teams played very well for early December. For Dowling, that'll be their final game before the Christmas and New Year's break, as they will open up on Monday, January 4th. That'll be their first game back. It'll be a girl-boy doubleheader beginning at 5 o'clock here at Dowling, as the Maroons host number 3 Waukegan girls play, and the boys game to follow on January 4th. For Southeast Polk, they travel to Gilbert tomorrow. Gilbert, the number 2 team in Class 4A, 1:30 start in a girls-only game, as number 1 Southeast Polk travels to number 2 Gilbert out of 4A. That'll be 1:30. Then Monday night, The Rams will host ADM of Adel at the Southeast Polk Gym at 6:15. That'll be a girl-boy doubleheader. The boys' game will have Marshalltown coming in, so Adel will be the girls' game on Monday night, and Marshalltown the boys. That'll be Monday, December 21st, and the Rams will start the new year off on Saturday, January 2nd, traveling to Iowa City West in a girls-only contest beginning at 3 o'clock. So let's look at the Rams' schedule here. The final score, once again, Southeast Polk 65, Dowling 61. Along with Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadell. We'll come back for the post-game show, total up the scoring, and give you some comments here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. Back in 1 minute for the post-game show.
Winds know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
And welcome back to the Dowling Catholic Gym as we have game one of our girls and boys doubleheader in the books. And it was Southeast Polk defeating Dowling Catholic 65-61. What a fourth quarter by the Rams. They outscored Dowling 21-16, Steve DeVinny. And after the Maroons had held the lead at halftime, 29-27, and held the lead at the end of the third quarter, 45-44. But the Rams picked it up. They had some key free throws down the stretch and key baskets down the stretch. The Maroons had some tough missed shots, but that's the game. That's the way the game's played. Can't wait for the rematch in January at Southeast Polk. These two teams are going to have fun playing each other twice a year.
Yeah, I think the Maroons took a step forward tonight. When you lose 85-90% of your scoring from a year ago on that team, and come in and you're in the top 15, but you're facing the number one team in the state, and for the Maroons to go toe to toe, could have gone either way. Maroons had to foul a little bit down the stretch because they were behind in the game. But if you're Coach Meyer, you got to be pretty happy with the effort. Our kids did not back down to the number one team in the state, and we have a lot of strength on this team. So we're going to keep getting better, and there's a lot to look forward to this year.
No question about it. Let's take a look at our scoring in tonight's contest. First of all, for the Rams from Southeast Polk and head coach Tracy Daly, they run their record to 2-0, and again, they're the newly crowned number one team in Class 5A as of yesterday, and the Rams were led by Grace Larkins, the senior, heading to South Dakota University next year. She had 25 points to lead all scorers tonight. She was followed by Brooke Woodyard, the 6-foot junior, with 17 points, 10 points for Riley Cruzy. Cruzy headed into Central Missouri next season. And rounding out scoring for the Rams, 4 points for Brooklyn Daly, 3 points for J.C. Elliott, and 2 points for Stella Charleston off the bench for the Rams, and 1 point for Eva Solseth. As Dowling Catholic had 4 players, Mr. DeVinny, in double figures, led by Emma Gipple with 15 points, Lexi Bowles with 14 points, 12 points for Margaret Tobias, and 10 points for Julia Moore. So very balanced scoring for the Maroons with 4 in double figures, Steve.
Yeah, and I thought Julia gave the team a real boost with her dribble penetration. She was getting to the rim several times, regardless of which Southeast Polk girl was guarding her. That was nice to see her kind of have a breakout game offensively, but you expect it from Gipple, you expect it from Bowles, and then Tobias with a decent offensive game tonight too. So a lot to build on.
Running out scoring for Dowling, Ella McVeigh with 5 points, 3 points for Maddie Wishman, and 2 points for Olivia Bailey. As Dowling went 8 of 13 at the free throw line. Southeast Polk unofficially 15 out of 21 at the free throw line. But a well-played game. You've got to remember the Rams had an 8-point lead, or rather they got off to the first 8 points of the contest, Steve. They led by 10 at the end of the first quarter. Dowling tied it and took the lead at halftime. So it was a game of runs back and forth, but an exciting game, and what a way to close out the Christmas break for Dowling Catholic, although Southeast Polk has a few games remaining before they close it out. But great first half of the season. We got 3 games in on the girls, actually 4 games in on the girls' side this year. How about that?
Yeah, well, for the kids, every chance you get to play is a blessing with the COVID number of cases spiking and the school shutting down a little bit. So Maroons played great the first part of the season. They'll come back after Christmas, and they'll be a lot better. And Coach Meyer and her staff, very, very good at helping the kids get better throughout the course of the season.
Again, the final, it was Southeast Polk girls defeating Dowling 65-61. And Steve, I'll send you so long. Your partner is going to take over. Mr. Swain is going to make an appearance, and
back can't from wait Hawaii. He just got back in the States.
He looks like it. Yeah, he looks like it. All right. So, all right, Steve. Merry Christmas,
hey,
Happy New Year. You and Tracy and the kids and the grandchild.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
yep.
best of luck, my friend, and thank you. We'll see you next year.
Thanks, Mark.
Steve DeVinny, my broadcast partner, will take a break and rewind. We'll get set for the boys' game between Dowling and Southeast Polk. Both teams warming up now. Early start tonight. The girls' game started at 5. The boys' game will start as we're getting the heads up. 6:35 will be tip-off for the boys' game. And for Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadale. Again, the final in Game 1, it was Southeast Polk girls defeating Dowling 65-61. We'll be back with Game 2 and pregame the boys' game in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
And we're back here at the Dowling Catholic High School gym as we're set for Game 2. It's Dowling and Southeast Polk. And I want to welcome back to the broadcast for the first time this year. Well, it'll be the only time because then we go into Christmas break and New Year's break, and that is Mike Swain. Coach, thanks for joining us. Longtime coach at Des Moines Lincoln and Des Moines Christian, and retired, and you have nothing better to do on Friday nights because Molly kicked you out of the house and say, go sit with Amadale for 2 hours. And
evidently. It's been too long. I was, last time we were doing this was just getting started, Mark. I remember being down at Wells Fargo and they're saying, well, there's only going to be 100 people in the stands tomorrow. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And here we are 9 months later, and,
back where it all started.
Back where it started.
You helped us out with radio down there when Dowling boys made state, and then, of course, you were helping out with the TV side. We're on webcast tonight. Say hi, as you can see in the monitor over there. That's your best side right there. That's Mike Swain. I'm Mark Amadale, previewing the boys contest. And as we get back to business here, a year ago it was Southeast Polk under Coach Jenkins trying to turn the program around. Hadn't had a winning season since BJ left. That was about 9 years. Well, they got a winning season because they upset Dowling and broke a 6-game losing streak against the Southeast Polk boys did against the Dowling boys, and they won. And, of course, that was Dowling's last loss until they went to state.
That's right. We did that game here, Mark, and that was a great game played by Southeast Polk. They were just a real scrappy bunch and pulled it out at the end. Dowling made a run to try and get back in that game, but it was a great win and a good season for the Rams last year, and they're hoping to build on that coming into this year. And it's interesting, Mark, because we've got a Southeast Polk team that hasn't played a game. Dowling's already got 2 games under their belt, and so a lot of that you sort of work out those kinks and stuff, and so that should be interesting tonight to see how Southeast Polk responds to a Dowling team that's already been able to get some of that stuff worked out.
You know, and Coach O'Connor came up at halftime of the girls' game and talked with us about, you know, how do you prepare for Southeast Polk? Well, just look at their game tape. They have 4 of their 5 starters back from last year. Their bench has changed a little bit, although some guy named Caggiano, I love that Italian name when we get those in there, but he had an outstanding year as a linebacker for the Southeast Polk football team that finished second. Well, he's a reserve now on the basketball team. He was kind of a spot starter last year for Coach Jenkins. He's coming off the bench, so they've got 4 of their 5 starters back, and then you bring in Caggiano and a young man named Cormaya Carmu off the bench, and they get very athletic.
Well, no question about it, but they are led by James Glenn, you know, a 6'2" senior here, averaging about 12.5 points, Mark, and he had a great game against Dowling last year.
Yes, he did.
So that's really who they're going to be relying on tonight as far as their scoring. And, you know, you look at this lineup, a lot of seniors, Mark, and so when you're talking about they haven't had the time and the experience, you know, this is going to be their first game, but this is a veteran ball club, and that should certainly help the Rams tonight.
It certainly should. And, again, I'm joined by Mike Swaim tonight here on Iowa Catholic Radio. My name is Mark Amadale. We're also on CISN.TV. We will simulcast the boys' game. If you joined us late, it was the Southeast Polk girls, ranked number 1 in 5A, defeating the Dowling girls 65-61 in our first game. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups for Game 2 between Dowling and Southeast Polk, the boys' game, here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why do people buy from Schottenkirk Ford Indianola? We understand you have choices. We're willing to re-earn your business every time you visit us. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola, SchottenkirkFord.com. We create an exceptional customer experience. One customer at a time, every time. We never compromise. Trust, integrity, honesty, hard work. Let us show you why people drive to Indianola to buy Fords. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola, SchottenkirkFord.com.
At Back
here at the Dowling Gym as we're getting set for Game 2 of our doubleheader between Dowling and Southeast Polk. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Swaim for Game 2. And Swimmer, it's good to have you back in the booth. I don't know what you did for the rest of the month of December, the first 18 or 20, whatever day we're on. I know we're getting close to Christmas, but glad to have you back. Deveni said you were out in Hawaii. Is that true? Getting a tan, getting some golf in. Is that true?
Unfortunately, that was a year ago. And that's like a dream. It actually seems like it was 5 years ago. So
I'm just getting that from my unreliable source, right. Steve Deveni. So he said, yeah, Swaim went to Hawaii. And I said, my gosh, these appraisers go all the time on vacation, you know. Usually it's Florida or something. But nonetheless, glad to have you here. And this will be an interesting ball game. You know, tonight, and I think I said this to you in your game notes, Jack Gredicke gets his first start. You know, Mikey Chase, as Coach O.C. said at halftime, Mikey Chase was the starting guard. They went with the small lineup. Now they bring Gredicke in for Chase, 6'10 versus 6'2. That is a different matchup problem that Coach Jenkins is going to have for Southeast Polk.
Well, and it's matchup problems on both sides. Coach O'Connor, you know, with Riggs and Gredicke at 6'8 and 6'10, they're going to have to guard much smaller
guys.
Smaller guys. So you know, it's on both ends there. It'll be interesting to see,
That's
true. How OC decides to defend the Rams with those guys. Maybe we'll see a little bit of zone. I'm not, you know, this is going to be interesting to see. This is our first look, or at least my first look at Dowling this year. So, but that's a big lineup, and Southeast Polk's going to have to do a great job of boxing out and being physical to try and control those boards.
That is certainly true. Well, Dowling boys are 2-0 on the season. Southeast Polk, this is their first game. Let's take a look at the rankings because both Southeast Polk and Dowling boys are in the rankings, but they're in the receiving votes. And the number 1 team in Class 4A is Waukee. They have yet to play. They're still in, not in person, so they're going to have to wait to practice and play. I think it's going to happen here this week so they can play during the Christmas break. Waukee's number 1, Cedar Falls is 2. Council Bluffs, Abe Lincoln, who we will carry on Iowa Catholic Radio. The game with Dowling at Council Bluffs Lincoln later in February is at number 3. Johnson at number 4 and Ames number 5. 6 through 10 has Davenport North, Scott of Eldridge, Ankeny Centennial, the defending champion Ankeny Hawks at number 9, and Dubuque Hempstead at number 10, and Dowling Catholic, Southeast Polk, Hoover, all receiving votes. So that is the latest AP top 10 high school boys class poll, Class 4A poll, and that just came out last Monday. So, you know, sports writers are doing this, so you'd think they have a gauge on this, but let me tell you, it's wide open, as you know.
It is. It's who can play and who can compete. I mean, no surprise, obviously, at Waukee number 1, that team, that's reminiscent of the days of Ames when they've got 3. Yeah. Really, they've got 4 Division I athletes. When you start looking at that lineup, that's going to be an imposing team to deal with.
No question. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Denny O'Grady, our PA announcer here at Dowling, is starting with that. And for the Southeast Polk Rams, their head coach is Alan Jenkins in his 3rd year, son of the legendary girls coach from Atlantic, Don Jenkins. And Alan, 3rd year at Southeast Polk, 20 wins, 25 losses. His 8th year overall. He's assisted by Brandon Krause, Sam Edwards, Ryan Henderson, and the Curtis Bell sitting right over there. And the Rams' first game this year, they'll start. A returning starter, James Glenn, as Mike talked about, a 6'2 senior wearing number 1, averaging 12.5 points. He knocked down a team-leading 56 threes last year. One guard, the other guard is Boone Bain, a 6'3 senior, and he'll wear number 10, averaging 10 points on the season last year. At one forward will be Chase Bartlett, 6'3 senior, averaging 10 points, led the team with 30 steals. He'll wear number 20. And Tate Goodman is the other forward. Goodman, a 6'2 senior, averaging 3.5 points. He'll wear number 22. And at center is Malachi Williams, a 6'5 senior, averaging 8 points, 5.5 rebounds, had 16 blocks to lead the team. He'll wear number 23. So it'll be James Glenn, Boone Bain, Chase Bartlett, Tate Goodman, and Malachi Williams for the Rams. And last year they came in averaging 56 points on offense, gave up 54 points on defense. For Dowling Catholic, a little different lineup tonight. The Maroons wearing their home white uniforms with maroon trim. Rams in their road black uniforms, gold numbers and trim. They'll start Sam Hughes, 6'1 senior at guard, followed by Jack Gredicke, a 6'10 forward at the point forward. Ryan Riggs, the center, a 6'8 senior. Simon Daniel is a 6'2 senior. And Matt Riedel, a 6'4 senior. So Riedel and Hughes will be the guards. And you got Riggs and Gredicke in the middle and Daniel the swingman. Dowling 2-0 on the season. Both teams just outside the AP top 10. And Mike Swaim, we are underway with high school boys basketball from the Dowling gym.
Southeast Polk's going to start man, Mark, and I would expect Dowling to try and look to get this ball inside with that clear height advantage.
Yeah, you look at Riggs and you look at Gredicke. Who's the matchups there? Who's going to help who? Riggs down the lane, and he tries to flush it through, and it's knocked out of his hands. Good defense that time by Tate Goodman. Now Southeast Polk in transition. Underneath they find Malachi Williams. Nobody picked him up, and he shoots and scores 2-0 Southeast Polk.
Well, that's a great job of Malachi running the floor that time, and Southeast Polk with good recognition.
Riedel in the lane. His shot up and good. Matt Riedel, Dowling's leading scorer, averaging 17.5 points, 6 rebounds, leads the team with 7 steals, scores, and we're tied at 2.
Yeah, he had 24 the other night against Marshalltown, so Riedel is sort of the do-it-all guy kind of player for Coach OC.
Yeah, both teams match up man-to-man, so you got to see who's going to help who and who's on who in the early going. Rams are being very deliberate. Now a long 3 coming up and banked off the glass is good. The bank is open tonight for James Glenn, the guy you talked about, Mike.
Well, he had a little smirk on his face. I'm not sure he called that, but the result was 3 points.
5-2 Southeast Polk over Dowling, and now a reverse layup and a great pass from Riedel. Basket good by Gredicke on a reverse layup.
Well, that's a great cut by Gredicke, seeing the ball handler drive down that paint and then cutting to the basket. Great movement without the ball.
5-4, Southeast Polk over Dowling. Rams running their motion offense, and now Glenn again coming off a pick. A three-pointer no good. They're going to get Simon Daniel for the foul, and that might be 3 free throws coming. We'll see. Yes, it is. Wow.
Yeah, Simon tried to close, just got caught on the screen there and got a little piece of the arm, and Glenn's going to go and shoot 3 free throws.
He is. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision, Mercy One, and Kemen. And when you're watching on CISN.TV, as the first free throw is good by James Glenn, their ads are appearing on their screen as we speak. And Glenn with 3 free throws, 6-4 Southeast Polk, 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Second free throw is good. If you joined us late in the girls contest, number 1 Southeast Polk defeated 13th ranked Dowling 65-61. This is a Central Conference opener. Mike, I told our girls listeners this, but Southeast Polk Waukee and Valley have joined Dowling, Urbandale, and Johnston in the CIML Central Conference. They'll face each other twice during basketball, softball, baseball, volleyball, etc.
That's a pretty formidable lineup there with those teams. But
home and home with each. How about that?
That's right.
All 3 free throws good by Glenn. He's got 6 points. All six of Southeast Polk's 8. Now leaner in the lane. It's up and good by Dowling. Sam Hughes, he drew the foul as a basket will count. The foul will be on James Glenn of Southeast Polk.
That's the second time Hughes has been able to get inside the paint and penetrate, and that time he finishes, has an opportunity for the three-point play.
Sam Hughes averaging 5.5 points on the season. Will go to the free throw line to complete the and one, hopefully for Dowling, and it's good. So Sam with 5 points. Our score is Southeast Polk 8, Dowling 7. Maroons do not press. Usually they like to press Mike after made baskets or free throws. Not here.
Yeah, we saw that a lot last year for sure.
Rams with it. This is Chase Bartlett. And looks like he went to the basket and decided late to pass, and he did. And now Simon Daniel guarding Glenn. Pull-up jumper good. Oh, my goodness. Glenn is starting to heat up. He has 8 of the Rams' 10 points.
That's just too easy there.
Now Riedel the other way for Dowling. Spins in the lane with the right hand. His shot rolls off. Offensive rebound. Riggs, and a putback good by Ryan Riggs with his first 2 points.
And that's going to be a problem for Coach Jenkins all night, is Dowling's ability to rebound the ball. Great job that time by Riggs on the follow.
Southeast Polk in their half court. Long 3 coming by Boone Bain. Well, he fakes it, and now he goes in the lane. A pull-up jumper is short, and a rebound Dowling. Hughes with the rebound. And now in the corner, Simon Daniel for 3 up, and in and out, no good, and a rebound comes out to the Rams. Dowling comes up empty on their possession. Goodman with the rebound. Tate now swings it over to Glenn. He's left open again, and he he nails another 3. That's his second of the night here, Swimmer.
Now Dowling just loses him in transition, and that's the one guy you have to find on the floor. You've got to know where Glenn's at all times, and that time Glenn made them pay for it.
Yeah, guess who has 11 points in 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the game?
Right.
James Glenn. NAIA and D2 schools looking at him. He hasn't committed to either, says Coach Jenkins, but he's hot already. This, again, is Southeast Polk's first game. They haven't scrimmaged anyone. They had their 6th practice as a team last night, and they don't show any letdown. Here is Riedel for 3 beyond the 3-point arc, and it's good right over Glenn.
Oh, the great answer that time by Riedel.
Matt with his 5th point, and it's 13-12. Rams by 1. Now backdoor cut. They feed Malachi Williams. He can't get the shot off. Leaves it for Goodman. Dribble drives in the lane. The Malachi Williams layup is good.
That's just great offensive basketball.
And Williams now with 4 points.
Very good spacing that time by the Rams. Making the extra pass that last time to Malachi Williams.
Caggiano in the lineup now. Dominic Caggiano, the 6'3", 230-pound senior. All-state football player in the defense for head coach Brad Zelenovich. Almost said Mike, his dad. Brad, and what a football season they had. He comes in the lineup for the first time. 15-12 is our score as we simulcast tonight on Iowa Catholic Radio on CISN.TV. Now the quick pass by Mikey Chase, who's in there. It leaves it for Simon Daniel. He missed the shot, but Riggs cleans up the mess and shoots and scores.
Great job. Great job by Riggs going that time to the boards hard. Twice now he's been able to get an offensive putback.
15-14, Southeast Polk by 1 here in this boys contest, game 2. Early starts tonight. Girls game started at 5, the boys to follow, and we're about a little after 6:30 with our tip-off time. And now a long 3 coming, in and out. No good by Chase Bartlett, but a long rebound to the Rams. No reset. Here's Glenn with it. James Glenn dribbles baseline and draws a foul. I think Simon Daniel will pick up the foul, and that'll be his second.
Well, everybody's got to know where Glenn's at on the floor. He's such a tough matchup, Mark, because he can shoot it. If you give him a little bit of space, he can hit the 3, but he's so good off the dribble. Very quick first step.
Simon Daniel will have a seat on the bench as Gredeke returns to the Dowling lineup. So it'll be Riggs and Gredeke in the post. Now Caggiano for 3, and it's up off the rim, no good. Rebound Riggs and Dowling, and now here's Riedel down court. Gets it over in the corner to Gredeke for 3, and it bounces over the backboard, and that's a dead ball out of bounds to Southeast Polk. 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 15-14 is our score. Southeast Polk over Dowling on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. We simulcast, whether you're viewing or listening, Along with Mike Swain, I'm Mark Amadale. Glad you could join us. At halftime, we'll have Dowling girls head basketball coach Kristen Meyer talking about tonight's game, as the Southeast Polk girls a winner tonight, 65-61 over Dowling Catholic. Here's Glenn with it. Pull-up jumper, left elbow, no good. Maybe he's starting to cool off. The rebound comes out to Dowling and Riedel. That leaves it for Chase. Mikey fakes the three and kicks it back out.
It's been a really clean first quarter here, Mark. Very few fouls, very few turnovers. Both teams executing in the half court.
Andrew Lynch in there for Dowling, and now Riedel takes it down court, and he shoots and scores.
That's just Riedel using his size and bigger body that time to back Glenn down. Great shot over him in the paint.
Yeah, Riedel is 6'4" senior for the Maroons. 7 points in the first quarter. Dowling with their first lead by 1. And now ball tipped in the backcourt, picked up by Dowling, and now we're going to get the Maroons for a traveling call. Good hustle that time by Sam Hughes.
Yeah, really good hustle. He was just couldn't get his feet set. Took one extra step there, and almost a turnover for the Southeast Polk Rams.
Kind of like the scoop and score in football, except you got to dribble it in basketball.
Right.
Darn it.
That's right.
16-15, Dowling with the lead by 1. Rams with the basketball. Under 2 minutes remaining. Here's Glenn coming off a ball screen, can't get a shot off.
Good help by Lynch that time.
Caggiano has it, and I'll give it back to Glenn. They work the right side. This is Goodman with it. In the corner to Caggiano. Looking for a ball screen by Bartlett, doesn't get it, now gives it to Bartlett, right wing. Here's Bartlett, dribble to the top of the key. They get it in the corner. And that is Riley Edwards, who just checked in, number 3. And now a three-pointer top of the key. It's no good by Chase Bartlett. And a rebound Dowling with a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter.
Coach O'Connor happy with that defensive possession that time. Good help, especially by Andrew Lynch. And how about the matchup between Lynch and Caggiano? 2 football players who had good seasons going at it.
Ball tipped out of bounds as substitution for Dowling. Gredicke will check out. And they're going to put Mikey Chase. So they go from 6'10" down to 6'2" with the substitution for the Maroons. And Dowling keeps possession. Maroons go right to left towards the south basket, again wearing their home white uniforms, maroon numbers. Here's Riggs with it as it's stolen away by Caggiano. Here's Dominic with it. Down court in the lane, shot blocked by Riggs as he put up the shot. So turnabout is fair play. Now the out of bounds to Southeast Polk.
Yeah,
Mike.
Good hustle that time by Riggs to make up for the mistake, end up getting that block, and being able to reset your defense.
Mike, with all the COVID restrictions with the college, the pros, the one thing you miss the fans, the student body, the band, the pep bands, and we're going to, I guess, endure that here for the rest of the basketball season unless things change. But that environment's missing.
Yeah, no question about it.
I love seeing you coaches just trying to yell at your players and everybody's screaming so you can't yell and they don't understand what play we're running.
That's right.
All right, Rams run their out-of-bounds play. A little flex offense here. Well, they'll skip it over to the right side. That's Bartlett with it. Dribble drives the lane. Pull-up jumper up. Off the glass. Good. Chase Bartlett. Leaner in the lane. That's his first 2 points.
Yeah, that was a good bucket. That was a contested shot by Dowling that time, and Bartlett able to get the bank to go in.
All right, here's Mikey Chase with it. Leaves it for Riggs. And his shot is no good, but he runs right into a tremendous defensive play that time. Boone Bain drew the charge for Southeast Polk. Fouls on Riggs.
Yeah, I thought Riggs got away with the travel even before that. So actually it was a double dribble. Yeah, you're right.
You know.
So.
Yeah, I really did think it was that, but it turns out it wasn't. We're going to try to bring it up on our replay board, like try to get Randy's attention.
It looks like they are getting a technical foul on Ryan Riggs now, and Coach O'Connor is getting an explanation. I didn't see.
Well, the score is 17-16. Southeast Polk with a 1-point lead, 41 seconds remaining. And there's been some chippiness going on, and I think Riggs said something. It all started actually by Riedel's basket earlier. He was kind of saying some stuff.
He looked at Glenn, I thought, after he made that. And
so we got a technical foul on Riggs, so that also counts as a personal foul.
Yeah, so he picks up not only the foul for the offensive foul there, Mark, but now the technical foul is assessed, so he has 2.
Yep, 2 fouls on Riggs. Team foul number 4 on Dowling, and Glenn shooting the free throws for Southeast Polk. And he hits the first.
Number 20, Ryan Riggs of the Maroons. Dowling Catholic's 14th foul.
So it's 19-16 our score. Southeast Polk by 3 with 40 seconds remaining. The Rams will have the basketball left to right towards the north basket here at Dowling. Glenn with it, gets it to Williams. Now skips it up top of the key. With it is Riley Edwards, who just came in.
I would expect the Rams to be patient, but
oh, they're going to launch the three.
I'm sure Coach Jenkins is like, what are you doing? That's not the shot we wanted.
Boone Bain with a 3 left wing, and it missed everything. That is not the shot.
No.
Rebound Dowling, and the Maroons will play for the final shot. We don't have the possession arrow on the scoreboard, so we got to keep track of that. 7 seconds. Maroons in a lane, and now Riedel for 3 in the corner. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound Southeast Polk with 2 seconds. Half-court shot is no good off the glass by Boone Bain, and we have come to the end of the first quarter with the score. Southeast Polk 19 and Dowling Catholic 16. Along with Mike Swain, I'm Mark Amadale here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Hey, we're back here at the Dowling Gym, second quarter. Southeast Polk with the lead of 19-16 over Dowling Catholic. Alongside Mike Swain, I'm Mark Amadale. The Maroons were 1 for 1 at the free throw line, and the Rams were a perfect 5 for 5 at the line in the first quarter. And a basket is up and good.
That was Bartlett who hit that.
Coming out of that quarter, Bartlett with his 5th point, and that is the 3rd 3 of the night by Southeast Polk.
And they're on a little bit of a run here, Mark.
Yes, they are. And in the lane, a shot up and good by Hughes. He drew the foul, and the basket will count. And I think for Sam, this is his second opportunity for an and one.
Well, he's been able to get inside the paint. Southeast Polk has not been able to contain him off the dribble, so he made a good decision there.
They get whistled Williams for the foul. Malachi with his first for Southeast Polk. Free throw coming for Sam Hughes, and he did that earlier in the first quarter with an and one and got a 3-point play. Does it again. So Sam tonight with 6 points. And it's 22-19. The Ram lead is cut to 3. 7.5 minutes remaining. Second quarter. Southeast Polk left to right in front of us towards the south basket here at the Dowling Gym. And now a ball deflected on the pass by Riley Edwards, stolen by Maroons. Riedel with a reverse layup. Good! Riedel coast to coast.
Great decision by Riedel. He had Lynch ahead of him, Mark, but it wasn't a good angle. And I like the fact that Riedel decided to keep it on his own and attack the basket.
Riedel with 9 points to lead Dowling. It's 22-21. Ram lead is now 1, and now here's Williams at the free throw line. His shot is no good. Andrew Lynch gets the rebound. And the other way we go. Riedel in the front court. It's Lynch, Riedel, and Mikey Chase for 3, who's off the bench and in, and he gets his first 3 of the night. And Dowling now takes a 2-point lead, their largest of the night, 24-22.
Just like that, Dowling explodes back into the lead. Nice run here.
Certainly is. Here's Southeast Polk. Bartlett with it. Sit on the wing. This is Boone Bain. Dribble drives in the lane. His shot no good, and a rebound cleared out of there. Into the Dowling lineup, Adam Bialczak, number 44.
And Boone Bain comes up a little gimpy. He's holding his foot there.
That's not good. You're right. Now whistling a foul as Riedel takes the basket for Dowling, and a foul called.
I think Coach Jenkins is going to get him out.
Malachi Williams with his second foul for Southeast Polk, their starting center. 6:25 remaining here in the second quarter. Dowling by 2, and Riedel shooting free throws. And the first one is up and good. Matt now 15 of 17 on the season in double figures. First for the Maroons with 10 points. Simon Daniel returned to the Dowling lineup to replace Sam Hughes. Remember, Simon is playing with 2 fouls. Riggs has 2 fouls and is on the bench. Second one on the way, good. So Riedel with 11 points. And Southeast Polk with the basketball, trailing by 4. This is Dowling's largest lead of the contest.
How about the luxury that Mike O'Connor for Dowling has to go to his benchmark? They've come up with some good contributions here.
Yes, they have. Bartlett going down the lane, left side. He has the ball stolen away. Dowling the other way. And we got a basket and a foul called on Southeast Polk. Caggiano will pick up the foul. And the basket good by the Maroons.
I thought that was on the floor, but they are going to count that, and I don't think Coach Jenkins is too happy about that. Oh, actually,
it is on the side.
They did call it on. Okay, I was going to say.
So we won't count the basket by Mikey Chase.
Yeah.
Now the Maroons will inbound the ball. Riedel throws it in, and now we've got a whistle. And a foul on Dowling, and I think Bialzak got caught for the illegal screen, or did they whistle on Southeast Polk? Find out.
I think they've got that on Southeast Polk.
Tate Goodman.
Yeah, trying to get through that screen.
That'll be the 5th foul on Southeast Polk, 4 on Dowling. So Maroons will inbound the ball. Riedel will throw it in again. That's Bialzak right there on the bottom corner of your screen, number 44. They get it to Lynch. Andrew top the key to Mikey Chase. Chase gets to Lynch, goes right side, down the right side, bowls his way in the lane, pull-up jumper no good. And the rebound, Williams, and Southeast Polk, Malachi with the rebound.
Good defense that time by Southeast Polk, bringing extra help when Lynch got in that paint area.
There's Glenn with it. He's been the leading scorer. Now that old bounce pass inside by Bartlett was errant and stolen away by Dowling. Runs in transition. This is Simon Daniel with it, number 22, to Matt Riedel. Riedel down the right side. His shot up and no good, and a charging foul called on Riedel. Got a little too strong, and Williams, Malachi came up with the charge.
That was good position that time by Malachi Williams. Nice job getting that charge.
Riedel with his first foul. Now that's team foul number 5 on Dowling, so both teams with 5 fouls each. 5:20 remaining, second quarter. Dowling by 4, 26-22 over Southeast Polk in the boys' game. If you joined us late, number 1 Southeast Polk defeated number 13 Dowling in the girls' game, 65-61. Congratulations to Tracy Dale and the Dowling and Southeast Polk girls. And now underneath, Goodman getting loose and shooting and scoring. That's his first 2 of the night.
Yeah, poor defensive help that time on the backside for Dowling. Just nobody home.
He tried to go baseline. Now bad pass by the Maroons, stolen away by Malachi Williams. Boy, he's been all over the place defensively for head coach Alan Jenkins. Malachi in the lane. Behind the back pass, top the key to Goodman. Fakes the 3, takes it down the lane. His shot missed everything. Simon Daniel with the rebound. And, saving the ball out of bounds right to Southeast Polk is Riedel. Long 3 up, no good. And the rebound comes out to Bialzak. And we got a timeout on the floor. The first timeout tonight for either team. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Dowling. We'll keep it here along with Mike Swain, Mark Hamadale. Our score, Dowling 26, Southeast Polk 24 here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. Michael?
Dowling fortunate that they didn't get burned on that, trying to save the ball out of bounds that time. It was good hustle play, but right to Bartlett for a wide open 3, and fortunately for Dowling, he missed.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Dental Associates, and Mercy One. And as you're watching, as we do our simulcast tonight with CISN.TV, their ads appear on their screen. I want to thank Pete Tarpey, who is running the camera for CISN.TV. Appreciate all he does. And our producer, Randy Nielsen. I'm Mark Hamadale, along with Mike Swain. Jeff Piggott is our Iowa Catholic Radio producer tonight. I want to thank him for coming on in. This is our final broadcast of the 2020 part of the basketball season. We'll be back on Monday, January 4th, Dowling hosting Waukee here. And now the Maroons out of the timeout. They get it down on the baseline to Andrew Lynch. He has a shot blocked there, Mike, and a rebound on the Rams.
Second time Southeast Polk's defense in the interior has done a nice job of blocking Andrew Lynch.
And now the other way we go. Bartlett attacks the glass, and he and Daniel collide. Nothing called, and bodies hit the floor, and Dowling comes away with it.
I like the officials are letting them play a little bit. I like it.
Now Lynch in the lane. His shot is no good, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. Andrew Lynch off the bench for Dowling. I think they're going to get Caggiano with his second foul.
You know, part of the problem, Mark, with this with these masks, I can't see the coaches, what they're saying to the officials. I always love watching the interaction between the coaches and officials to sort of read what they're saying. I can't do that.
And is that fair? Because, when you and your dad were coaching, I know you were probably yelling stuff, and he probably could say, well, I can't hear you, and I can't see your lips.
No, you'd be able to hear me from up here.
Yeah. Lynch's free throw is good. He gets 2. Andrew, a 6'5 senior, University of Iowa recruit, playing football. He's a preferred walk-on, signed his letter the other day. Congratulations to Andrew. Second free throw good. He has 2 points off the bench, and it's 28-24, Dowling by 4. 4:02 remaining here in the second quarter. Lynch will sit down, and checking back in will be Jack Gredicke.
It's been a while since we've seen Jack. We had this whole talk about all this height advantage that Dowling had, but for the most part, their bigs have been on the bench.
Well, Riggs is on the bench due to the technical foul, and he has 2 fouls now, but now we have Gredicke and Bialzak in there for Dowling in the post. Rams with the ball, and they nearly lose it. Malachi Williams saves it right in the hands of Bialzak. Adam hands it off.
Numbers here if they want him.
Simon didn't get it down. Daniel with it for the Maroons. Simon coming off works the right side, down the right side. Shot off the glass, or off the rim is no good. Settled for 1. Glenn with the rebound. Southeast Polk in transition. Layup is good. Nice ball movement. Glenn to Bartlett for the basket.
Yeah, that's just great transition that time. And so far, Southeast Polk has been more successful in transition than Dowling has. Dowling just not able to push the ball like we've seen in the last couple of years. Mark, the speed just isn't there.
3:15 remaining here in the second quarter. 28-26 is our score. Now whistling a foul on the Maroons. And they're going to get Bialzak for the foul. Adams, a 6'7 senior. That's his first foul. Team foul number 6 on Dowling. So both teams with 16 fouls. So we're shooting free throws the remainder of the half. Maroons hanging on to a 2-point lead. Rams led early in this contest. Dowling now has had a 4-point lead at one point. Long 3 up and no good by Bartlett. And the rebound Dowling. Riedel underneath, gets it to Chase. Mikey off the glass, good. He went right over Glenn for the basket.
Nice little head fake that time by Mikey Chase, but Southeast Polk coming right back.
Chase with 5 points tonight off the bench for Dowling. Maroons lead by 4. There's Bartlett with it. Pull-up jumper, right elbow, good. He dribbled and found his spot.
But he's got a really high shot where he launches that angle. Very difficult to block that.
9 points for Bartlett. James Glenn has 11 to lead Southeast Polk. This is Dowling with the ball. Gredicke underneath, and he had his way. He packed in Boone Bain for the basket.
Well, he's got about 5 inches in height advantage that time by Gredicke, so nice job.
He had no help defense, and now a shot blocked that time. Glenn took it in, and Gredicke with the shot block. Riedel the other way, and his pull-up jumper, good! And the Maroons starting to have their way as a basket by Riedel. That's his 13th point. A timeout called by Southeast Polk. We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. 2:07 remaining in the half, and it's Southeast Polk and Dowling here in the boys contest. Maroons lead it 34-28. Mike, Dowling's biggest lead right now of 6.
I think Coach Jenkins was upset. He thought Glenn got fouled on that last play, and the officials let that go. And then Dowling in really one of their first transition baskets that they've had, and Riedel able to get it in. So a little bit of a run here for Dowling. I think it's a good timeout for Coach Jenkins just to settle him down. You don't want to fall down, get this thing down to like double digits before halftime. So
exactly. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Kemen and Construction Professionals. And for the folks that are watching our simulcast through CISN.TV, their ads appear on the screen. Alongside Mike Swain, I'm Mark Amadale. Our halftime guest will be Kristen Meyer, the Dowling girls head basketball coach, with Southeast Polk defeating Dowling 65-61 tonight to hand the Dowling girls their first loss of the year. They're now 3-1. Southeast Polk girls improved to 2-0. Now Malachi Williams with it, loses his dribble, and now kicks the ball out, and the Rams now running their offense. Here's Bartlett with it, and he draws the foul. He plays aggressive at times for Southeast Polk.
Yeah, Malachi Williams almost put the ball on the floor for a double dribble that time, but able to find an open teammate.
I think they got Lynch for the foul.
Yeah, that's going to be Dowling's 7th, so we are in the 1-1.
So 7th team foul on Dowling, the first one on Lynch. Free throw good by Bartlett. 76% free throw shooter a year ago, and he now has 10 points. So 2 Ram players in double figures in the first half, as Glenn with 11. And make that Bartlett with the free throw good. He has 11. And it's 34-30, Dowling by 4. Minute 40 remaining. here in the first half. Dowling with the ball right to left towards the south basket here at the Dowling gym. Riedel dribbles baseline, cut off, and gets it out to Carson Brown, and he gets it up to the top of the key to Hughes for three. It's no good, and a rebound Dowling. There's Bartlett with it. Rams in transition. Underneath Glenn, gets it to Goodman. Can't get the shot off. Nice ball movement by the Rams. And Boone Bain with the shot, no good. Malachi Williams with the rebound. His shot is blocked by Lynch. Bodies hit the floor, and we've got a foul called as the rebound comes out to Dowling Catholic and Carson Brown. Let's see what they get here.
Looks like they're going to get Sam Hughes, I think, with the foul. Well, maybe. Actually, they're going to call that on Malachi Williams on the rebound.
Foul on Southeast Polk. That is Malachi's third foul.
Oh, and that's gonna send Dowling to the 1-and-1 mark as Southeast Polk has 17 fouls.
Right, and you were partially right because Sam Hughes didn't commit the foul. He's going to the free throw line.
Right.
So you were partially right.
Well, I saw both guys hit the ground, but
when we say bodies hit the floor, literally they did. So Malachi, I think, will come out. Offense, defense here. Mikey Chase will come in. And out comes Carson Brown, who was in there just for a brief moment for Dowling Catholic. Simon Daniels sitting down. And free throws coming for Hughes. Front end of the 1-on-1. First one's good. Sam tonight, 3 for 3 at the line. 7 points off the bench. Or check that, 7 points as a starter. It was Hughes, Gredicke, Riggs, Daniel Riedel, the starters tonight for Dowling Catholic. Chase came off the bench. And the second one's good. So 4 for 4 at the line is Hughes. He has 8 points. It's 36-30, Dowling by 6 with 65 seconds remaining. Corner three is no good by Boone Bain. Rebound, Andrew Lynch.
Quick shot, Mark. And, Glenn has been really quiet in this quarter. He got off to a great start, but they have not been able to find him as of late.
Possession arrow favors Southeast Polk. Dowling with the ball with 50 seconds remaining. They work for a shot or they hold for the last shot. We've had this before. Here's Riedel with it. Out to Lynch for three. Good! How about that? His first of the year, Andrew Lynch.
Well, that's just how you draw it up. Bring him in off the bench, and he steps in and hits a big three.
And he has 5 points off the bench for Dowling. 39-30. Dowling's largest lead is 9 right now over Southeast Polk. 20 seconds remaining. Corner three for the Rams is up. Good. His body's hit the floor. Bartlett for three.
That was a nice answer by Bartlett. He comes up a little gimpy holding his ankle.
And he's got 14 points to lead Southeast Polk here in the first half. And now the ball loose as Chase loses it into the hands of Southeast Polk on the turnover. Here's Glenn. Baseline pull-up jumper. Good at the horn. And they're going to count it. Yep.
Nice fall-away jumper that time by Glenn.
What a first half we have seen. Glenn with 13 points to lead Southeast Polk. Bartlett has 14 to actually lead Southeast Polk in scoring. Unbelievable.
Both of these teams look like they're in mid-season form, Mark.
Hard to believe. It's game one for Southeast Polk, and for Dowling, the Maroons, it's game three. Our halftime score, Dowling Catholic 39, Southeast Polk 35. Along with Mike Swaim, I'm Mark Amadale. Our halftime guest scheduled is Kristen Meyer, the Dowling girls basketball coach. Let's take a minute before we go to break. Swimmer, what do you think of this first half? I'm going to total up some scores, but your thoughts on the pace of this play, pace of the game, and what adjustments we might see in the second half?
Well, I think Dowling did a really nice job of being more active defensively and better help in that second quarter. And for Southeast Polk, it continued to push that ball. Dowling struggled to get back in transition. And so far, I think Southeast Polk's done a nice job of trying to compete with the much bigger Dowling Maroons on the board. So, again, a pretty clean game, not a lot of turnovers, and some good shooting on both teams.
All right. Our guest is here, Kristen Meyer, the Dowling girls coach, will join me at halftime. Along with Mike Swaim, I'm Mark Amadale. Halftime score from the Dowling gym. Dowling boys lead Southeast Polk 39-35. The girls game won by Southeast Polk 65-61 over Dowling girls. And we'll catch up with the Dowling girls coach, Kristen Meyer, in 1 minute here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
In Iowa, we grow corn, but to us, corn is more than a cash crop. It's part of who we are. Corn supports our livestock, helping our animals thrive. Corn fuels us. Ethanol powers our state as we push towards a clean, burning future. Corn nourishes us. It gives us an abundance of good food that nourishes our families, helps our student athletes grow stronger. In Iowa, we grow corn. But the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Hey, we're back here at the Dowling Gym, halftime of the boys contest between Dowling and Southeast Polk in our Central Conference opener in the CIML. Dowling boys lead 39-35 over Southeast Polk, and now joined by the head coach of the Dowling girls basketball team, Kristen Meyer. And Coach, thank you for joining us. What an exciting game we had for Game 1. What a way to end the first half of the season before Christmas break. I know the Rams came up with the win, but what a battle. And what'd you find out about your team in game number 4 in this unusual year of getting games, and what an exciting conference opener for you guys?
Yeah, as you said, it was a fun game. Man, it was exactly what we were hoping for, and we thought we could do, and we just battled. It was good to see that we didn't back down. We came out, we played hard, we executed some things. You know, we missed a few shots, they missed a few shots, but we kept our composure, and we just kept battling. So I was really just proud of our fight and, you know, our willingness to go at number 1 and not back down at all.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got a lot of kids that got in the scoring column. 4 players in double-figure scoring, and I know you had some kids come off the bench and contribute, but both offensively and defensively. I know you had you went to the free throw line 13 times. Unfortunately, the Rams went to the line 21 times. A lot of that in the late in the game when you were trying to get the ball back. But what a game! You got to be pleased with the balanced scoring.
Yeah, and that's really kind of what we're expecting this year, move the ball around. You know, they were really trying to key in on Lexi down in the post, so that left some driving lanes open for other people. And, you know, it's fun to get the ball moving. Who's ever got an open shot or an open drive, go take it and just keep being relentless.
Well, the first half, I don't know what you said at halftime, but you had the lead and you had to battle back. You got down 10 in that first half, but battled back to take a 2-point lead at halftime. You led 29-27 at the end of the first half. What was the locker room talk as far as adjustments? Because you know it's going to come down when Coach Daly and whoever you're coaching against, it's going to come down to, okay, what are they going to do? And what they do, they got their leading scorer involved a lot with Grace Larkins in the second half. They moved her down low.
Yeah, you know, at halftime, we just said keep it up. Keep playing hard. Keep, you know, matching up wherever we match up and keep attacking. They came out, I think they went on an 8-0 run or so to start the second half. And as you said, they were a little bit more deliberate in getting their scores the ball. And it's harder. We're missing one of our taller girls, so sometimes we're a little bit undersized. And so we struggled a few times in mismatches. But then we kind of figured some things out, and I was really proud of how we responded after they went on that run. They came out and, you know, right after half, gone a little run, but then we settled, came back, took the lead back. So just really proud of our effort.
Busy with Kristen Meyer, the head girls basketball coach at Dowling, following the game tonight in game 1 of our doubleheader. Southeast Polk, the newly number 1 ranked team in 5A, defeating Dowling Catholic 65-61. Your kids are ranked number 13. And Coach, here we are. We're at Christmas break after the start-stop part of the first half of the basketball season. Now you have the Christmas break. You can practice and scrimmage. What's the plans for the Maroons between now and your first game back? Oh, by the way, it's Chris Guess and the Waukee Warriors here on that first Monday of January.
Yeah, you know, we're just excited. We made it to break, and we haven't had any quarantine issues, and hopefully we all stay healthy over break. With Christmas falling kind of at a weird time that we're done with school now, it's kind of a long break, which normally is a good thing, but this year when we've kind of been interrupted, it's maybe not as good for us. So we'll do a couple optional shooting things over the next few days, and then give the kids, 5 or 6 days off to just spend time with family and relax, and then we'll come back, hit it hard. We've got one scrimmage set up, and then, like I said, come back and we get Waukee.
Yes, you do. And they
Merry
haven't
Christmas,
played.
Happy New Year. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And they haven't played yet. I think they'll be
I think
able
they play
to
Monday or Tuesday, don't they?
Yeah, I think they're back in school, and they haven't played their first game yet. But there are some games next week. But for Dowling, as you mentioned, it's Christmas break. And, Coach, I thank you for everything, for being up here at halftime during our games. We're on TV tonight, so we're on the webcast. Say hi to Olwine. I know they're listening or watching.
You bet.
And, any plans for Christmas? Obviously, we're all kind of hunkered down at home with our immediate family and kind of like, it's hard. And I asked Coach Swaim this earlier, but not having the fans, or the student body, the band and pep band, that's a different environment for these kids on a Tuesday and Friday night because they're used to having the support of their parents and their student bodies.
Yeah, that's a good point. And to be honest, if we were going to have any year without much of a fan section, this year's probably the year for us. That's okay. With having a few new to varsity girls, then sometimes the fans can make you just a little bit lose your focus a little bit or a little bit more nervous. So I've really been proud of how our girls have played where they've kind of just blocked things out. And it's okay that we don't have fans and you don't get that rush or that energy from the fans.
Sure.
But we've been bringing it ourselves. Our bench has been great. And so, honestly, I think it's kind of helped us out a little bit.
Well, hopefully you'll get some of these young ladies back. Lexi Bowles didn't play Tuesday night in your win over Marshalltown. She was playing tonight. And you got another young lady who is still on the she should be back next year, literally in the month of January, hopefully, and that's Lauren Fredericks. That's one of your post players you were talking about earlier. And Gippel's had a move. She's a combo player anyway, guard, forward, and Gippel and Bailey have kind of played the post for you this year. So injuries, getting healthy.
Right, and that's a big thing. Lauren, we don't expect for another couple weeks. She's still in a boot, but got to keep everyone else healthy, and then hopefully in a couple weeks when we get Lauren back, we just have a full-strength roster. But, those things come up. The COVID things come up, so especially this year, it's just be grateful for the opportunities you have. Who's ever available, let's play. Let's play hard and just go after it.
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to it. Your first game back is Monday, January 4th. That's been moved up from the 5th to the 4th, and that'll be a girl-boy doubleheader beginning at 5 o'clock. You got the early start again.
Great. And that one's home, you said?
It's home with Waukee.
Man, I don't know what Coach Wilson did with the schedule. We'll take all these home games. We haven't played on the road yet.
We'll be on the road in January and February.
No problem.
All right. Coach Meyer, thank you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to your family, and thanks for all you do here at Dowling. The kids really appreciate it. I know just love hearing you coach the kids and the interactions. It's just awesome. Thanks for being part of our halftime.
Thank you. Dowling Catholic is a great place to be, and I couldn't be happier. And Merry Christmas to you and all the people watching. We appreciate CISN and Iowa Catholic Radio broadcasting our games since we're not able to have a full fan section. So thank you to the people at home for supporting. We feel it, and we appreciate it.
You bet, Coach. Thank you. That's Kristen Meyer, my halftime guest, as we'll take a break. Our halftime score of the boys contest, Dowling 39, Southeast Polk 35, and we'll return here to the Dowling Gym after this 1-minute break on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym. Mark Embadale, Mike Swaim here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV as we get set for the second half. Dowling with the ball and a nice assist and a slam dunk to Jack Gredicke. Gredicke with 6 points now. He had 4 at halftime, and what a way to start the second half there, Mike Swaim. As a whistle now on a foul on Dowling, they're going to get the Maroons. And that'll be Riggs' third foul. Ryan picks up a foul in transition here, and he's back to the bench.
Now that's a big foul for Dowling. Riggs is probably going to sit, Mark, the rest of this quarter. And boy, as a player, it's just very difficult to try and get back into the swing after you've been sitting out dealing with foul trouble.
And now here's Malachi Williams to the basket, and his shot is good. He went right around Jack Gredicke for the basket, and he shoots and scores. So Daniels. Malachi with his 6th point. He had 4 at halftime. And with the basketball is Dowling Catholic. Now in the lane, off balance. Simon Daniels shot no good. Gredicke with the long rebound for 3. It's no good. Ball slapped around and into the hands of Chase Bartlett. Mentioned both teams as we came back from the break a little late. Back with their starting 5, although Riggs is out for Dowling after that early foul.
A couple of 3-point looks for Dowling, and boy, both of them are way off.
Rams with the basketball. They go right to left towards the south basket here at the Dowling gym. 41-37, Dowling by 4, underway here early in the third quarter. Here is Malachi Williams, turnaround shot in the lane, no good. That height might have bothered him inside by Dowling. Rebound Maroons. Here's Riedel with it behind the back, through traffic, puts up a shot. It's partially blocked into the hands of Lynch. Maroons keep possession. Gredicke to the hole. His shot up and good. Strong move by Jack Gredicke.
Really nice take that time. And the 2 times that Gredicke's been aggressive in going to the basket, he's been able to finish.
Certainly has. And Jack now with 8 points in the contest. Had 4 at halftime. Now here's a corner 3 fakes the corner 3, Goodman. Leaves it for Boone Bain, a head fake, a shot at the elbow, no good. Rebound Dowling.
Doesn't get more wide open than that. Just could not finish. Pretty good ball movement by the Rams again.
Sam Hughes underneath, leaves it for Simon Daniel. Simon closed out nicely that time by Tate Goodman. Gets it to the basket. His layup is good. We may see a timeout here by Southeast Polk. Coach Jenkins elects not to, but Simon Daniel battling foul trouble. That's his first basket of the game.
Good aggressive drive that time by Simon Daniel. That looked like a walk, and no call. They're going to actually get a foul on Dowling.
Yeah, that's James Glenn going to the basket. Whistling a foul on the Maroons. That'll be Sam Hughes with his first foul. Second team foul on Dowling to start the second half. No team fouls on Southeast Polk. 45-37. Dowling by 8. First free throw is no good. Nice game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Construction Professionals and Kemen. And a reminder, remember Iowa Catholic Radio with your end-of-year giving. Iowa Catholic Radio is a listener-supported radio station. You can give online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or 515-223-1150 during business hours. As the second free throw is no good by Glenn. Doesn't do that very often.
No, missed 2 after being so good in that first half. A little flat on his release there.
Yeah, he was an 84% shooter last year from the line, and underneath, a shot up and no good by Sam Hughes. He attacks the glass and draws the foul. Foul will be on Glenn here, Mike.
Good things have happened to the Maroon offense when they've been able to attack with that dribble inside the paint.
Hughes will have 2 free throws coming. Sam in the first half, 8 points. He was 4 for 4 at the free throw line, and the first free throw is good. Down to scoring in the first half for Dowling Catholic. As Hughes had 8 points, Matt Riedel with 11, Andrew Lynch off the bench with 5, Ryan Riggs battling foul trouble with 4. Second free throw by Hughes, also good. He now has 10 points. Gredicke now has 8 points. And let's see, Simon Daniel with 2. Riedel had 11 at the half. Mikey Chase off the bench with 5. Now backdoor cut by Southeast Polk. Shot no good by Boone Bain. Offensive rebound, Caggiano, who's in there now, and rebound Dowling.
Good block that time by Gredicke.
Lead pass to Lynch. His shot's no good. Gredicke couldn't get the rebound, and now the other way we go with James Glenn and Southeast Polk in transition. Riley Edwards for 3. It's no good. And the rebound out to Dowling. Fast break game down the lane. Layup good by Riedel. Draws the foul. The basket will count. And I'll tell you what, Matt Riedel has really been aggressive. He's the Matt Stillwell of last year.
He really is. That was a great decision by him. And then to put the ball on the floor and just compose yourself as going up and getting that basket, even though you got the foul. Great job by Riedel.
Riedel with 13 points. And the free throw coming. It's short. Rebound comes out to Southeast Polk and the Rams. And Chase Bartlett.
4:40 to go here, Mark. It's 49-37. Polk needs an answer here. They cannot afford to have this lead start getting bigger here as they're down 12 in the third quarter.
Rams setting ball screens, but Dowling doing a good job of helping on those ball screens, so they kind of go for naught. Now here's Caggiano working against Lynch. 2 football players going at it.
Yeah, good defense that time by Lynch.
The Rams with it. Here's Riley Edwards. Dribble handoff goes to Bartlett. Long deep pass to Bain, and that was going to be stolen away by Simon Daniel. Daniel now slapping at the ball. Corner three by Edwards, good.
That is just what Coach Jenkins needed, and the Rams needed that. An answer three by Bain.
Riley Edwards, a 6'3 sophomore with his first career basket, and it's a three.
Yeah, check that, Mark. Sorry, Riley Edwards with that three. That's a big basket for Southeast Polk.
49-40, and now we got a whistle and a blocking foul called on the Rams. They might get Glenn for the foul, we'll see. And they do. So on James Glenn, that's his third. Team foul number 3 on Southeast Polk. 3:50 remaining here in the third quarter. 49-40, Dowling by 9. And now substitutions, almost a line change. As Gredeke will check out, Simon Daniel will check out. Checking in for Dowling will be Mikey Chase and Adam Bialzak. So Bialzak and Lynch will be in the post for the Maroons. Riedel throws it in. Gets it to Hughes. Hughes and Chase play catch on the perimeter. Now over to Riedel. They lob it inside. This is Hughes in the right block. Fadeaway jumper is no good. They're going to whistle him for the offensive foul. He kind of threw that elbow as he turned.
Yeah, they've been letting some of that go, but official thought that that was initiated by Hughes that time. Little elbow, and it's going to go Southeast Polk's way.
Yeah, the elbow gets away from your body, and that becomes an offensive foul.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as a weapon, and you can't do that. 49-40, Dowling. Southeast Polk the other way. A runner in the lane, good. That's a tough shot by Bartlett.
Yeah, nice shot there, and a good answer here by Polk. Down 12, now they cut it to 7.
Bartlett with 16 points. Glenn with 13. 2 in double figures to lead the Rams. Malachi Williams with 6. Tate Goodman with 2, and now Maroons have the ball in the lane, and Lynch has the ball taken away. Riley Edwards off the bench for 3 points for Southeast Polk, and that's their scoring. And now underneath, a whistle and a foul. And they're going to call it on Dowling.
That time, Dowling just left the ball handler.
Bialzak picks up the foul, Mike, and 2 free throws coming for Southeast Polk.
Nobody picked up Bartlett. He just was able to penetrate from the 3-point line. No white shirts.
And that's his second foul on Bialzak. Goodman at the line, and he makes the first of 2. He now has 3 points off the bench for Southeast Polk. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Construction Professionals and Kemen. The ads for CISN.TV running on their screen as you watch the contest. That's being simulcast. Second free throw good by Goodman. He now has 4 points. We got a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout. 3 minutes remaining. Dowling 49, Southeast Polk 44. So that lead of Dowling, I think they had a 9-point lead at one time.
It was 12, Mark.
12, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Southeast Polk has done a great job getting back into this in a span of about a minute and a half.
Yes, yes indeed. And the Rams are just clawing their way back. 49-44. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Mercy One, Dental Associates, and Ashworth Vision Clinic. Well, Maroons have Riggs on the bench, but they're getting support with Chase, Mikey Chase, 5 points off the bench to lead Dowling. Riggs was held to 4 points all in the first half. He's got 3 fouls, and he may be there till the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go. I think right now, Dowling nursing this 5-point lead. I think Coach O'Connor's probably content to leave Riggs on the bench so he doesn't pick up that fourth.
Dowling was a perfect 8 for 8 at the free throw line in the first half. And now
good defense.
Bialzak, and now we got a pushing foul called on Goodman, I believe. He was double teamed. I think they're going to get Goodman for the foul. He was on one side. Yep.
Yeah, things have gotten a little tighter here. Officials calling it a little closer. That's our 8th team foul mark in this quarter, and by both teams combined, and trying to get the guys to play without their hands here.
Yeah. Maroons will inbound the ball, and we've
That's
got
going to be a
holding foul on Southeast Polk.
Yeah, that's going to take them to their 5th team foul for Southeast Polk, so 2 more, and Dowling will be in the 1-and-1.
That's Caggiano, his 3rd foul for the Rams off the bench. Dowling by 5, 2:47 remaining here in the third quarter. Possession arrow favors Southeast Polk. Here's Simon Daniel right side. That nearly lost the basketball. Good defense that time by Kormaya Carmu, who's in there, number 2. 6'2 junior. Now an off-balance shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. They say it went off of Bialzak. Now substitutions back in for Dowling. Sam Hughes and Jack Gredeke return to the Dowling lineup.
That was a really tough shot by Chase that time. Good defense by Southeast Polk. You'd sort of like to see him just kick that back out.
Yeah, that's true. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Dowling's 12-point lead now down to 5. Rams are hanging around. Southeast Polk led early in the first half. Here's Carmu with it. Top of the key, it goes to Edwards. Riley, the sophomore, down the lane. Pull-up jumper, no good. He leaves it short, and a rebound Dowling. Coming away with it, Mikey Chase. Chase leading the break, 3-on-3 fast break. The Maroons will set their offense against the Rams' man-to-man defense. Chase works the left side, swings it over to Hughes. Right side to Daniel. Simon coming off a ball screen by Lynch, can't get a shot off. And now here's Chase for 3. It's no good off the back iron. The rebound out to Carmu. Southeast Polk in transition. Goodman leaves it inside for Bartlett. He shot the left hand, good.
Really nice ball fake that time. A little up and under move by Bartlett. And sells a 3-point ball game here with about a minute 30 left.
18 points for Bartlett. He leads Southeast Polk and all scorers right now. Dowling with the ball underneath, and a shot up, and good. The basket will count. Gredeke with the basket, and he drew the foul.
Now that was a great pass to Gredeke, cutting to the basket again, moving without the ball, Mark. Chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, fouls on Riley Edwards, his first. And Gredeke to the line, and Jack tonight has 10 points. Chance for an and one here. Game get a little chippy. I've seen the officials several times tonight, and that led to Riggs' technical foul. And this is a thing you got to remember. These two teams play each other in the end of January on a Friday night and go over there. So, and they didn't play each other in football. Maybe that's part of it too.
No, we sort of didn't get that opportunity.
No, it didn't quite happen. But love the competitiveness. Here's a steal by Gredeke. Jack with the steal. 1-on-2 fast break will bring it out with. If we approach the 1-minute mark of the third quarter.
Yeah, good decision that time by Gredeke.
Yeah, Jack got the start tonight. The Maroons went with a taller lineup, and they brought in off the bench Mikey Chase, who's contributed 5 points off the bench.
Coach O'Connor bringing Ryan Riggs off the bench here with 1:02 to go with 3 fouls in the third quarter.
Offense, defense, I think.
Probably.
But he's got to be careful on defense if that happens. Riggs posting up on the block. They lob it into him, and they poked away by Carmu, and he'll pick up the foul.
And that's going to be their 7th.
And
So
Riggs to the line.
Yeah, Riggs will get to go to the line, and he's been sitting for a while, Mark.
Promaya Carmu commits the foul. He's a 6'2 junior for head coach Alan Jenkins. Coach Jenkins in his 3rd year at Southeast Polk, coming from Atlantic, Iowa. Now back in the game, James Glenn, who's all but disappeared here in the second half. He had 13 points at halftime, 0 for 2 at the free throw line, and now Glenn coming back in an offense defense for Southeast Polk, Mike.
Yeah, and they bring Malachi Williams also to try and counter some of this height now with Riggs and Gredeke both in for the Dowling lineup.
And Riggs misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Free throw no good. Rebound comes out to Dowling. And now long pass stolen away by Riggs. Good hustle by Ryan. He gets back. Ryan down the lane, and he off balance, and he's fouled as he goes to the basket.
And I think he was trying to dunk that, Mark. He was going in hard.
And they're going to get Boone Bain for the foul. That'll be his 2nd. And Riggs now will have 2 free throws. 18th foul on Southeast Polk, 4 on Dowling. And 48 seconds remaining. The Maroons lead by 6.
Yeah, and Andrew Lynch is set to check in, I'm guessing, for Ryan Riggs. So he doesn't pick up a foul.
First free throw good by Ryan Riggs. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Construction Professionals and Kemen. Of course, if you're watching on the webcast, as we simulcast with CISN.TV, their ads are running on the screen. Second free throw no good by Riggs. He has 5 points tonight. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Dowling 53, Southeast Polk 46. Rams have it. This is Goodman in their half court to Bartlett, top of the key for 3, or just inside the 3-point line. Excuse me, no good. And the rebound Dowling.
I think Dowling will hold for 1 here, Mark, with 28 seconds to go.
Possession arrow favors Southeast Polk. He's kind of spread the court.
He's counting.
4-corner offense, and yeah, the count was on. Here's Gredeke with it, guarded by Goodman. Work the right side to Chase. Gredeke coming off a ball screen by Riedel. His shot in the lane, good. Riedel with the pick.
Nice little floater by Gredeke. Wow.
first half or second half he's had. A long three-pointer, no good at the horn. And we have come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 55, Southeast Polk 46. Along with Mike Swaim, I'm Mark Amadale, back with the fourth quarter from the Dowling Gym in 1 minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Focus. To define what is most important and commit yourself fully. It's why at Fairway, only the best meat makes the cut. Our fresh fish is full of flavor, and our produce is picked with incredible care. It's why we have fewer aisles, greater savings, and the most personal service. At Fairway, our focus is and always will be giving you the best in meat and grocery.
You can buy a new Ford at any Ford dealer. Why do people buy from Schottenkirk Ford Indianola? We understand you have choices. We're willing to re-earn your business every time you visit us. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola, SchottenkirkFord.com. We create an exceptional customer experience. One customer at a time, every time. We never compromise. Trust, integrity, honesty, hard work. Let us show you why people drive to Indianola to buy Fords. Schottenkirk Ford Indianola, SchottenkirkFord.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, underway in the fourth quarter. Southeast Polk with the basketball, and there's a jumper in the lane, good by Bartlett. Chase Bartlett dribble driving. It's 55-48. The Rams by 7. And this has been back and forth and back again. As Bartlett now with 20 points, and now we've got...
That was good defense. They triple-teamed Riggs as soon as he caught that ball, Mark.
Lost it out of bounds.
Yeah, went off of his leg. Riggs thought he got fouled, but I thought that was good defense.
Turnover against Dowling. The Maroons been averaging 19.5 turnovers in 2 games. I think they've got that slimmed down a little bit tonight. Now pull-up jumper in the lane, off the mark, no good by Chase Bartlett. They really went to him. They relied on him, and as Glenn's kind of went away, now an offensive foul on Riedel. Good defense that time by Bartlett. He's doing it all here in the second half for Southeast Polk.
It was good defense. I thought he did a nice job sort of selling that contact and going the other way for Riedel, who that is going to be his.
Okay, I have him for 3.
Okay, yeah. Our scoreboard isn't updated right now, but
no, they've that is not correct. We found that out the first 2 games.
Okay.
Here's Glenn with it, back in, pull-up jumper, free throw line, good. James Glenn has found his stroke once again. It's his first basket of the second half. He's got 15 points. And it's 55-50. Southeast Polk trailing by 5. Dowling with the basketball.
Polk will just not go away. Dowling gets up 9, and Polk just gets it right back in.
Here's Simon Daniel with it. Leaves it for Riggs. Riggs looking for a cutter. He finds one, a shot up, and good. Didn't have the best angle, but Sam Hughes found a way to make it go.
Again, nice movement without the ball by Hughes. A good find.
Hughes with 12 points tonight. 57-50 Dowling, and now in the lane, a shot no good by Glenn. And a foul on Dowling. Simon Daniel has picked up his 3rd. And free throws coming for James Glenn. That's 15 points tonight. He is 5 out of 7 at the free throw line. He'll get 2 here. Eyes the bucket, and the first one is good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Kemen and Construction Professionals. Alongside Mike Swaim, I'm Mark Amadale as we simulcast tonight on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. This is our final radio broadcast of the 2020 season. Picking it up that first Monday in January, and we'll resume with Dowling and Waukee. That'll be Monday, January 4th. Timeout on the court. We'll keep it here. 30-second timeout. Dowling 57, Southeast Polk 52. Second free throw good by Glenn, and he now has 17 points. And he and Bartlett, who has 20 points, I look for the ball to be in their hands quite a bit here in the fourth quarter as we're getting down to crunch time, Mike Swain.
Well, 6:24 to go. Polk down 5, and I wonder if Coach Jenkins is trying to set up a full court press here as they come off the free throw. I think Dowling needs to be expecting that.
We haven't seen that a lot tonight by Dowling after made passes, have we?
Neither team has pressed, and neither team has played any kind of zone. It's just been straight man the entire night. And it doesn't look like we're going to get a press here either.
You're not seeing it, at least not right off the bat. So here is Dowling with the basketball. Riggs top of the key with it. Dribble handoff. Goes to Hughes. Now to Simon Daniel. Daniel works the right side. Spins in the lane with the left hand. Shot no good. Ball off the hands of Riggs and out of bounds to Southeast Polk. So the Rams will have it with 6 minutes remaining and trailing by 5. But they've been knocking on the board after trailing by 12 earlier in the contest.
Well, it was a nice move by Daniel. Just could not get that to fall, and then just out of the reach of Riggs there on the offensive rebound. Southeast Polk's done a nice job of rebounding the ball here in this second half, holding Dowling to one shot.
Rams with it. They work inside. This is Bartlett. His shot up, no good. Rebound, strong rebound by Riggs. Outlet pass to Riedel, nearly lost it. And Matt will take it down, and Dowling will set their offense. They lob it inside to Gredeke. Jack spins. A triple team. His shot might have been partially blocked. No good. And a rebound out to Southeast Polk as Boone Bain comes away with it. Over to Glenn in the lane. His shot for left hand good. Went right around Gredeke. Mismatch there. Glenn at 6'2", and Gredeke is 6'10". Basket will count. Foul on Gredeke.
Now that's where you'd like to see Gredeke just take the charge there. I thought Glenn was a little out of control, and instead he sort of turned his body, and easy call for the officials.
19 points now for Glenn, and a chance to hit 20 here with the free throw, and he does. Completes the traditional three-point play, and we've got a 2-point lead now for Dowling. 57-55. That 12-point lead has been wiped out. 5:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter from the Dowling gym, and it's Dowling now with a 2-point lead in the basketball. They're going to play aggressive, or they're going to play just to keep the lead. Three-pointer by Simon Daniels, no good, and Riggs slaps the rebound, but
only one white shirt going for the offensive rebound that time, and again, Dowling one shot and out.
Yep, Riggs slapped it away and went right in the hands of Southeast Polk. Glenn with it to Malachi Williams. Top of the key it goes to Boone Bain. Gives it back to Glenn. Underneath to Malachi Williams. Can't get the shot off. Leaves it for Boone Bain for three. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, and coming away with it is Glenn. He'll launch the three for the lead, and it's good. Southeast Polk has rallied from a 12-point deficit, and they now have a 1-point lead, 58-57. Glenn with the three, and Simon Daniel injured after the play.
Simon looks to be in a little bit of pain, too.
23 points now for Glenn. Michael Connor and athletic trainer Del Lark.
He and Glenn were going for that rebound, and he may have come down on a foot there. It looks like an
ankle.
Yeah, that's what I think. So,
so they are not going to go with a timeout. That's what I didn't think. So 4:38 remaining, fourth quarter. Southeast Polk has grabbed their first lead. Mike, as you mentioned, pulling away from a 12-point deficit here in the second half. The Rams have rallied.
Yeah, they've done a great job on the boards, and Dowling has been a little bit sloppy on the offensive end. Southeast Polk's done a nice job of contesting shots, and Dowling has yet to really use their height advantage and go inside, settling for jump shots on the outside, and there's a turnover.
Yep. Mikey Chase dribbled 1-2 match, and now we've got a whistle and a foul called the other way. Chase with the turnover leads to a foul on the other end by Dowling as Southeast Polk had a secondary break.
They're going to get Matt Riedel.
Riedel with his fourth.
Yeah.
And he's kind of disappeared. Matt has had 2 points here in the second half. That was in the third quarter. He had 11 at halftime, and Southeast Polk's kind of kept him in check.
They really have.
And the first free throw up and good by the Rams, and that is Chase Bartlett. And Bartlett with 21 points now. James Glenn with 23 points, and they have been the Polk offense. Second free throw good by Bartlett. He has 22 points, 60-57. The Rams with their largest lead of 3 here in the fourth quarter.
I think this is a big possession, Mark. Dowling needs a good look here.
Both teams with 8 fouls each. Timeouts, both teams have 3 fouls each.
There it is.
4:05, Riggs on the baseline, shot up, good, nice soft touch, Ryan Riggs. His first basket since the first half.
That was well executed, and they went right into Ryan Riggs, who's got a clear height advantage on Malachi Williams, and a nice spin that time along the baseline for the basket.
7 points for Riggs, 60-59. Rams by 1 on the baseline. This is Goodman. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound Riggs. Out to Riedel. 3:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Long three coming by Mikey Chase, no good. Battle for the rebound. I think they're going to get Riggs for the loose ball foul. They're going to get Southeast Polk for the foul as Gredeke claps his hands.
Well, and that's going to
Caggiano.
Yeah, it's 9 team fouls now for Southeast Polk. So that's going to put Gredeke on the line for a 1-on-1.
Caggiano with his 4th foul. He'll come out of the lineup. And as you mentioned, Jack Gredeke, 6'10" senior, got the start tonight. He has 13 points. And the first free throw is good. 14 points now for Jack. And we're tied at 60 with 3:36 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Riley Edwards checks in, the sophomore for Southeast Polk. Checking out is Tate Goodman. It's a 19 foul on Southeast Polk, 8 on Dowling. Second free throw good by Gredeke. And we've got a timeout on the floor, is that correct?
Full timeout, Mark.
And we'll take one ourselves. 3:36 remaining, fourth quarter. It's Dowling 61, Southeast Polk 60 in this boys CIML Central Conference opener here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
I have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today, or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Dowling Catholic is retaking the lead, 61-60 over Southeast Polk. Maroons trailed by 3 earlier. The Rams work a set play. A shot up and no good by Southeast Polk. Rebound Dowling as Riggs was battling in there and he kept it alive.
That was a fantastic look by Polk, and they just could not finish.
Backdoor cut by Gredeke and a layup good. Riggs with the assist, and Jack Gredeke.
One team executes on one and the other one can't do it on the other. So
17 points for Gredeke.
Yeah, great play design. Good job by Gredeke that time.
With his first start of the season. Now Southeast Polk, Glenn with it in the lane. Leaner is good right over Simon Daniel. James Glenn with his 25th point.
Got to force him to his right. He is so comfortable going to that left side.
Yes, he is. And now Dowling with the basketball. Riggs on a dribble handoff. Leaves it for Riedel. His shot no good. He's went ice cold here in the second half. Scramble for the rebound. Here's Riedel with it. And now no look pass to Riggs, and he jams it through. Ryan Riggs flushes it through for his 9th point.
2 offensive opportunities that time, Mark, but Ryan Riggs has kept that ball in play for Dowling to get their offensive rebound.
65-62 Dowling. Corner 3 is no good by Riley Edwards of Southeast Polk. Rebound Maroons. Dowling going left to right. 2:10 remaining. Dowling with 2 timeouts remaining after using 1. Southeast Polk has 3.
I would expect Dowling to be very patient here, Mark.
Gredeke looking for a cutter. Now leaves it for Riggs. Pull-up jumper mid-range in the lane. No good. Rebound Southeast Polk. Ideal look at the basket.
Yeah,
for
pretty
the
good look. I think Riggs has got to take that.
Glenn for 3. Top of the key, good, and we're tied at 65. Timeout Southeast Polk. And we will keep it here. We'll keep it here with the score. Dowling 65, Southeast Polk 65. Mark Amadeo and Mike Swaim tonight here on Iowa Catholic Radio as we simulcast on CISN.TV. What a finish we're setting up for here, Mike.
This has just been a great game, back and forth. Both teams have made runs and then come back from those runs. They've answered them. Right now, Mark, you've got 65-65 with a minute 48. Both teams have 2 timeouts, and for both teams are in the bonus. Next foul on Southeast Polk is going to send Dowling for 2 shots. Dowling still has Southeast Polk in the 1-on-1.
Well, once again, remember Iowa Catholic Radio with your end-of-year giving. Iowa Catholic Radio is listener-supported radio station, and if you consider a $30 a month gift, give to Iowa Catholic Radio securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or during business hours, 515-223-1150. All your gifts are tax-deductible, and that is the... But both Southeast Polk and Dowling have 2 timeouts at their disposal remaining.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if this ball somehow does not find Ryan Riggs down inside the paint.
Called set play. Riggs has it top of the key. Maroons with 1:35 on the clock. Riggs in the right block. Double team. Leaves it for Lynch, who's in there. His shot off the glass too strong. Gets his own rebound. Spins out of it. Shot no good. Rebound Riggs. Pull-up jumper. Good! Boy, that's a battle of the big guys.
That's a great job keeping that ball alive. And Riggs has just come up big here in the last 4 minutes of this quarter, Mark, with rebounds.
He's got 11 points, and 7 of those here in the second half. 67-65 Dowling by 2. Minute 10 remaining. Joined us late. Girls game was won by Southeast Polk, 65-61 over the Dowling girls. And we're going to have quite the finish here in this boys contest. Glenn swings it over to the right side. Malachi Williams working against Riggs. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Riggs.
That was a great contested shot without picking up a foul that time by Riggs. And now Dowling can afford to be very patient.
All right, here is Riedel in the backcourt, and he is fouled by Chase Bartlett. Now, as you mentioned, Dowling will be in the double bonus. They'll shoot 2. That's a 10th team foul on Southeast Polk. I think they whistle Boone Bain for his 3rd. And Riedel to the line. He's been quiet here in the second half. He had 11 points at halftime. And the first free throw is no good. He's now 2 of 4 at the line. He'll have 1 more. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Dental Associates, and Mercy One. And if you're watching on CISN.TV, they are placing their ads on their screen as we speak. We'll have a post-game show following tonight's game. Of course, social distancing. We can't interview the coaches or the players. That's unfortunate. Second free throw, no good by Riedel. And now a tie-up and a jump ball, and it'll be Dowling possession underneath their own basket here, Mike.
That is a huge play after Dowling misses both free throws, but somehow Ryan Riggs able to get a jump ball.
That's hustle.
And they will retain the possession here.
Riggs now 0 for 3 in the second half of the free throw line. Held to 1 field goal thus far, and that was back in the 3rd quarter. Now the Maroons will inbound the ball, leading by 2 with 45 seconds. They'll run the lob play to Riggs, and it bounces off his shoulder. Riedel threw it too hard, out of bounds to Southeast Polk.
I'm really surprised at that play call, Mark. They didn't need that with 40 seconds to go. It takes a really good pass to do that. Just get the ball in, let Southeast Polk foul you.
Easier said than done, Coach. You know, it's not how you coach it during the week. You got to get it executed on Tuesday and Friday nights.
That's right. It's all about execution.
All right, here is James Glenn with it, guarded by Riedel. Glenn can't get a shot off. Gives it to Bartlett. Gives it back to Glenn. The 2 leading scorers, Southeast Polk. Step back 3 up and no good, and a foul on Dowling. And that'll be 3 free throws coming for Glenn, and he has a chance to give Southeast Polk the lead.
Riedel's got to be careful. He sort of was very demonstrative with that foul.
That's his 4th foul. 4th foul on Riedel. 26 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Dowling by 2, but 3 free throws coming for James Glenn. And the first one up and good. Glenn unofficially with 26 points tonight. He'll get another. Places went quiet. We don't have many people in here.
That's
maybe
right.
60 people. Second free throw is good. Second free throw is good. We're tied at 67. And as we mentioned, the possession arrow favors Southeast Polk.
Yeah.
Both teams with 2 timeouts and 26 seconds. We may see a lot of them used here. Each possession will be contested. And the 3rd free throw now for Glenn is good. He gives Southeast Polk the lead by 1, 68-67. Timeout called. We'll take one ourselves. With 26 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter, it's Dowling and Southeast Polk, a full timeout. The Rams lead at 68-67. We'll take a 1-minute break on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades, all to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
And we're back here at the Dowling gym. 20 seconds remaining. Dowling with the basketball. Lob pass inside. Stolen away by James Glenn of Southeast Polk. Rams lead by 1. Dowling's got a foul, and they do. Hughes with the foul, and free throws coming for Glenn. And Southeast Polk has rallied here in this fourth quarter with 11 seconds remaining.
Mark, I think that caught Dowling by surprise. Southeast Polk was so aggressive. They were double teaming that time and really just all over the ball, as opposed to, you would think that Southeast Polk would, not want to pick up a foul, sort of back off, and the pressure got to Dowling.
Fouls on Sam Hughes. That's his third foul. Team foul number 10 on Dowling. And it's two shots now for Southeast Polk and James Glenn, who just hit 3 in a row. And I've got him for 29 points right now. We'll see if that's the case. First free throw by Glenn is good. 30 points for James Glenn. He was silent in that third quarter. He had 13 at halftime, and he has just rolled here. 17 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Yeah, he's come alive, and but even if he makes this, Mark, this is still a one-possession game. Dowling's going to have an opportunity for a three-pointer to tie this game up.
Yep, second free throw is good. Unofficially 31 points for Glenn. And we've got a full timeout. We'll take one ourselves. 11.8 seconds remaining. Southeast Polk 70, Dowling 67. Back in a minute on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
And we're back at the Dowling gym, out of the timeout. Riedel goes all the way down the lane and scores for Dowling Catholic. 1 point lead for Southeast Polk, 70-69. We will keep it here as a timeout called by the Maroons. So now it's a 1 point Southeast Polk lead. Dowling out of timeouts, and the Rams have it, and they got to go the length of the court. They got to at least get it across the timeline. And really they don't, because there's 4.6 seconds, so they just need to inbound the ball somehow.
Yeah, and it's Dowling's final timeout, and Coach O'Connor's just trying to extend this game, and if you're Dowling, you've got to try and foul anybody but Glenn. He has stepped up and made his last, I believe, 5 or 6 free throws in a row, Mark. So he's the one guy you can't foul. Anybody else, you've got to try and get a foul on. 7 free throws or 8 free throws in a row.
That's 3. 3 and 5 is 8.
There you go.
You're already getting hammered on our Twitter or our text account, and I don't know how I got in that thread.
8 free throws in a row for Glenn.
I tell you what, you woke up the South Side by tonight. I don't know where these guys were during golf season, but they found you. Oh my goodness!
Well,
Southside Lou. And,
I've been looking for them because they haven't paid. I mean, when you lose a golf match, Mark, you got to pay.
I want nothing to do with that. That is sounds like a summer issue.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Dowling needs a steal or a foul immediately, and you got to try and keep it out of Glenn's hand.
All right, Tate Goodman will throw it in, try to get it over 6'10" Gredeke. Inbounds the ball, gets it to Glenn, who's guarded by Simon Daniel. 2 seconds, Dowling's got a foul, and they do. Yeah. Fouls on Mikey Chase with 0.4 of a second. That'll do it. The Rams now will win 2 in a row over the Maroons as Mikey Chase picks up the foul. 2 free throws coming here for Southeast Polk. You know, this series was tied between the two teams, 10-10, dating back to 2006. And Southeast Polk snapped a 6-game losing streak to Dowling last season right here. Well, they're going to win 2 in a row with the win tonight as the free throw is good.
Yeah,
by Bartlett.
This is a little bit different tonight, Mark, because Dowling, for the most part, had this game somewhat under control. You never thought that. I mean, they played with the lead for almost the entire second half, and Southeast Polk has come charging back. What a great rally.
It certainly was. First free throw good. Second free throw by Bartlett is good. That'll do it. 24 points for Bartlett. Maroons, all academic, 0.4 of a second left, and they leave it to Riedel. Launches the half-court shot, and that'll do it. 72-69, the final. Congratulations to head coach Alan Jenkins and the Southeast Polk Rams. That is their first game since the first game of the season, and after 2 months, they went on the road at Dowling, which is never easy. 72-69, the final, and the Rams sweep a doubleheader here at the Dowling Gym. And, of course, the rematch is in January. We'll be there for that as the Maroons have the return trip on January 29th, almost a month to the day. But congratulations to the Rams with the win.
They just made plays down the stretch, Mark, and Dowling did not. And I thought the team's speed for Southeast Polk bothered Dowling here in this fourth quarter. Southeast Polk looked quicker. Dowling had a hard time keeping guys in front of them. And despite the big rebounding edge that I think Dowling's going to have tonight, Southeast Polk comes out with a win.
They certainly do. As the Maroons had 3 players in double figures, and Southeast Polk with 2, and there were 2 big ones, led by James Glenn. The Rams 30 points on the night unofficially, and Chase Bartlett with 24. Final score, Dowling losing 72-69 the final. We'll take a break, come back with the postgame show here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
I have a very active family, and those activities can lead to injuries. Whether on a soccer field or in a gym, accidents happen. For all imaging procedures like x-rays, CAT scans, or an MRI, we trust Iowa Radiology. They're professional, have the latest technology, and are really great with my kids. Got questions? Call or text today, or visit iowaradiology.com. See why more and more families choose Iowa Radiology. Their focus is our good health.
Welcome back to the Dowling Gym. Final score tonight, Southeast Polk defeats Dowling Catholic 72-69 here on Iowa Catholic Radio and CISN.TV. Mark Amadale joined by Mike Swaim here on the postgame show. And Swaim, you said a little bit before we went to break, but the Maroons had the lead. They led by as many as 12 at one point, but here come the Rams. They came back, they chipped away, and that 12-point lead went down to 5, and then it was possession by possession, and the Rams just chipped away. Even though their leading scorer, James Glenn, I have him for 30 points, he did not score a point in the third quarter, but he came alive in that fourth quarter.
He sure did, and I thought the biggest play of the game was, Dowling with a 2-point lead. Matt Riedel can extend that lead to 4 on the free throw line, misses them both, but Dowling gets the ball on a jump ball, and all they've got to do is inbound, and Southeast Polk's got to foul them, and instead they turn the ball over, and then Southeast Polk goes down and scores. It gets a 3-point play and actually takes the lead. So instead of Dowling being up a possible 4, they're down 1. And that really turned the game around.
Well, it certainly did. And the Rams had 2 players in double figures unofficially. I have James Glenn, 30 points tonight. The 6'2 senior who has offers to play Division II or NAIA basketball, according to his coach Alan Jenkins. And also leading the way for the Rams in double figures, Chase Bartlett, the 6'3 senior, also in the same boat, Division II or NAIA basketball in his future. He came away with 24 points. And those two put the Rams on their shoulders and down the stretch, we mentioned Glenn, 8 for 8 in the fourth quarter at the free throw line. Those were huge free throws, especially a few of them that were
huge free throws. And it's interesting because in the first quarter, Glenn sort of kept Southeast Polk in it, and then he sort of disappeared for quarters 2 and 3, and Bartlett took over and was able to keep Southeast Polk within striking distance, and then Glenn with a monster fourth quarter and just really took it over, and just a great job. It's so hard to guard. He can go both right and left, can get to the basket, can finish at the basket, and then obviously we showed, we talked about it earlier, just the ability to hit free throws, and that was, Dowling has an opportunity to extend it with free throws, and Southeast Polk ends up putting it away with free throws.
No question about it. How about this? Southeast Polk down the fourth quarter stretch, 12 for 12 at the free throw line. They go 21 of 23, unofficially by my book, folks, at the free throw line tonight. Dowling 14 of 19 at the line. They had their opportunities there too, but the Rams going and they're knocking it down. 2 players, leading the way for the Rams as one of their starters, Boone Bain. I don't have him for any points tonight. Caggiano came off the bench, played strong in the middle, but no points. Goodman and Malachi Williams with 6 points each, with the dynamic duo of Glenn and Bartlett for the Rams.
Good 1-2 punch for Southeast Polk, and it's a good win. Mark, we talked about it at the beginning of the game. Dowling already had 2 games under their belt. This is Southeast Polk's first game, only 6 practices. But yet with a veteran ball club like this, and you got that senior leadership, it showed, and they looked in mid-season form.
Take a look for the Dowling scoring tonight. They were led by Jack Gredeke. Got his first start of his career. He had 17 points, finished strong down the stretch. He had 4 of those points at halftime and finished with 13 in the second half. He was followed by Matt Riedel with 13 points for the Maroons, 12 points for Sam Hughes, and 11 points for Ryan Riggs. So the Maroons distribute the ball well scoring-wise, but coming up with those big stops were a question down the stretch. Running out scoring for Dowling, Mikey Chase came off the bench tonight, normally a starter, 5 points for Mikey, and Andrew Lynch off the bench with 5 points, and Simon Daniel, one of the Dowling starters, with 2 points. And again, the Maroons 14 of 19 at the free throw line unofficially.
Yeah, I thought Dowling got good games from Hughes and Gredeke. I thought they both played well. And not having Ryan Riggs in that second and third quarter due to foul trouble, that's tough. Although I give Ryan Riggs a lot of credit sitting that long of a time, but he really was a force in that fourth quarter, rebounding on both ends, but just not enough in the end to make those plays.
Maroons led by 4 at halftime, but a big rally in the second half by Southeast Polk, and the Rams win at 72-69, and that'll wrap up our broadcast tonight. Reminder, for Dowling, their next game will be next year as they go through the Christmas and New Year's holiday. The Maroons will be right back here at the Dowling Gym on Monday, January 4th. Number 1 Waukee on the boys' side takes on Dowling Catholic here. 5 o'clock girls game, followed by the boys' game at 6:30, just like tonight, so hope you join us for that. They'll have a big week that week because the Maroons will play Monday against Waukee, Tuesday at Urbandale, and then on Saturday afternoon they'll host Ames in a girl-boy doubleheader in all 3 games. So won't that be an exciting week to see Waukee and Ames come through the Dowling Gym?
Yeah, 3 games, and oh, by the way, you get the consensus number 1 team in the state coming into your gym.
You sure do. For Southeast Polk, the Rams are involved in action on Monday. They host Marshalltown in a freshman-sophomore varsity contest. The varsity game will be at 7:30 at the Southeast Polk Gym. On Tuesday, they host Mason City in the back end of a doubleheader. As Southeast Polk girls will have ADM at 6:15, and then Mason City at 7:45. And then finally, they'll close out the regular or they'll start the season next year as Southeast Polk at Urbandale on Tuesday, January 5th. And that'll wrap things up. Mike Swaim, good to see you tonight. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to the Swaims. Have a safe an enjoyable holiday. I remember the New Year's Eve stories that, was it been 10 years that all happened? Just be careful.
I think everyone's going to be happy to see New Year's Eve go. And let's get rid of 2020. Yeah. We'll welcome in 2021.
Well, I was referring to Swaiman animals. That's what I was kind of referring to, but I won't go there. The Twitter guys or the text guys will take care of all that. And that'll wrap it up. Our thanks to Pete Tarpey and the group from CISN.TV, Randy Nielsen, our producer, Jeff Piggott, our producer on Iowa Catholic Radio. For Steve Deviney and Mike Swaim, I'm Mark Amadale. Thanks for joining us tonight on our simulcast. And, of course, the coaches. We want to thank Alan Jenkins, the boys head coach at Southeast Polk. Congratulations on the win. And, of course, Tracy Daly, the Southeast Polk girls coach, their win is Southeast Polk sweeps a doubleheader here at the Dowling Gym. Our thanks to Michael Connor and Kristen Meyer, the Dowling coaches, and everybody here at Dowling Catholic High School, including athletic director Tom Wilson, everybody back in the office, Colleen Webb, and and Michael Connor. And that'll wrap it up. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from everyone at Iowa Catholic Radio and CISSN. That's our final broadcast. We'll see you next year. Until then, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled evening.